where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for the latest instalment of the Newcastle United roller coaster. Today we are at Bramall Lane, of course, for Sheffield United versus Newcastle United. Big game for Newcastle as they look to once again take 3 points away from home. However, it's not going to be that easy, or at least on paper, because Sheffield United have given teams a game this season. Alongside me this afternoon is my good mate Billy Bob Coleman. Billy, we'll go through the team in a minute. Are you surprised?
Evidently not, seeing as it's a team I've selected on the preview game program.
Yeah.
Man for man. Yeah, exactly the same as what I predicted. Back four's not conceded for 2 games, so I didn't see any changes there, irrespective of the fact we probably do need to rest one or two. Anderson and Vitinali, as we were about to see, and the forward line we all predicted. So not really surprised at all, no.
Yeah, well, this is how the lads line up this afternoon. We go with the similar back four: Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Fabian Schär, Sven Botman, and Dan Burn. In the midfield, we have Bruno, Longstaff, and Anderson. And the 3 up front today will be Almiron, Barnes, and the striker, Callum Wilson, of course. Now, we expected Wilson to come in. Absolutely. I did expect a few changes. I must admit, I expected Burn to be rested, given the amount of games that we've had, and very, very tough games as well. I don't get Lewis Hall not starting at all. I think, obviously, Man City next week, I think we'll see a few changes. But I would have liked to see Lewis Hall start today, Billy, for obvious reasons. We want to see the guy on the pitch.
We do, and we may see him later in the game, depending on how the game's going, of course. But I think Dan Burn suits the set-piece style that Sheffield United play with. They play pretty long ball, pretty direct.
Yeah,
and Dan Burn will be a massive plus for us with his aerial power. So that's one of the reasons I think he's played. Trippier, then on the other hand, I just don't think you can drop him at the minute. I think he's irreplaceable at the precise moment in time.
Absolutely, yeah.
The way he's playing.
Well, the substitute, Dubravka, incidentally, back on the bench today. I find that weird how he wasn't in Milan, but he's there. Lascelles, Tonali, Gordon, Target, Isak, Hall, Livramento, and, of course, Jacob Murphy. Very strong bench again, Billy.
It is. Mark Dubravka apparently was ill for the Milan trip.
Yep.
So that's why he didn't go to Milan. But it's the strongest bench I think I've ever seen itself. Tonali, Gordon, Isak all have been kind of mainstays of the first lineup for the past 5 or 6 games. And Jacob Murphy played really well against Milan. And then you've got Hall and Livramento, the future, and the captain and the keeper, obviously. So very strong bench. We can do 5 changes without any issues with trust. So that's something Eddie will be looking forward to, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is how the home side line up, Sheffield United. They go with Fotheringham in goal. They've got Bogle, Ahmed, Billy?
Ainul. Just call him Ainul.
Oh, we'll call him Ainul, yes. Egan, Robinson, Thomas, Norwood, Souza, Hamer, McAtee, and Archer. Of course, no... what's his face? Because he was sent off last week. McBurney. So they'll miss him, I guess, Billy. He's tenacious, he's physical. So they might miss his presence today.
He's a focal point for the long ball, isn't he? He holds the ball up pretty well. He's not the greatest in front of goal, but they probably will miss him. But Cameron Archer provides physicality up front and pace. They've got creativity with Gustavo Hamer. But on the whole, a very, very physical side. Bogle is a very quick wing back. And Thomas on the other side, of course, I think he
Do you think they'll be looking to get him and run the ball quite a lot?
Absolutely, yeah. He's very creative. He's very. He can be quite dirty as well, to be fair. But he never lasts 90 minutes. He always goes off about 70 minutes. So,
well, we will see again today. Guys, just to remind you that we do have a very big announcement at halftime. So stay tuned for that announcement. If you do enjoy today's commentary, of course, as usual, please do hit that like button. It is very, very important to this channel. We keep the thumbs up buttons coming, and just take 2 seconds out just to press that thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button. You can only comment on the live chat if you are a subscriber. There is a delay on the chat as well to stop, obviously, any spoilers coming in early. I know most of you abide by that rule now, but sometimes we get them. But do subscribe, hit the notification bell, which will also let you know when we do schedule any more live shows or we upload any videos. Right, let's go to the chat and see what people are saying. Davey T says Sheffield will be even more pumped up after the tragic death of their ladies team player. We have to physically match them. Yeah, absolute tragedy that. I think 27 years old, Billy. It's absolutely no age.
It's just a massive tragedy, isn't it? A fit young lady who just signed a new contract, so she wasn't ill or anything.
Yeah,
just a real shock, and it's tragic. And I think it will give Sheffield United a little bit of.
Absolutely, yeah.
I do, honestly.
Yeah. Nice to see Amanda, of course, laying Aretha flowers outside Bramall Lane as she came to the ground this afternoon. Yeah. And I'm sure whether it's a minute's applause or minute's silence, obviously everyone will abide by that in the ground, including Newcastle fans who've been already sending condolences and things like that. It's just an awful, awful thing to happen. And of course, Newcastle United ladies called their game off in respect.
Did they? They were two up. They were two up.
No, that's the development side, Billy.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. The development side still played. I think they're away somewhere down south, the development side. But the first team actually called the game off. And I think a lot of the ladies' games have been postponed over the weekend due to this. So lovely touch from the Women's League. But obviously the men's games goes on, of course, and they will be shown the respect before the game. Dave Bullman says Spurs looking very good under Ange. Need a win today to keep up with them, and Liverpool, etc. Yeah, I think it's just finished, Billy. The London derby, hasn't it? And 2-2.
Excellent game of football. I mean, I've been critical of
What
Spurs,
did you think of the penalty incident? Because I don't know what's a penalty and not now. I really don't. I don't know what is a penalty and what isn't.
Oh, I thought it was.
The reason I thought it was, to be honest, Billy, when I first saw it was because the shot was going in the net and it stopped the ball going in.
Well,
so
that's it. Yeah.
I don't think it was a red card because it was accidental, but it did stop the ball going in the net.
That's the reason why it was a penalty, because it was on goal bound. But I've been critical of Spurs for not playing against high opposition, high quality opposition. Today they were fantastic. I thought Spurs. I'll be honest. I've got to take my hat off to him because I thought Basuma's a reborn player, isn't he? He looks absolutely superb.
And
defended really well.
Madison's just quality.
And Madison
really is.
Might have a little bit of an injury because he went off early, didn't he? But I mean, he played really well. It was a great game. Both sides played well.
Well, considering Arsenal had a lot of injuries, I think they did well in that game. It finished 2-2, by the way, at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal taking the lead through a Romero own goal, which it happens in football. Son then equalised on 42 minutes. Arsenal went ahead with a Saka penalty on 54, but right from the kickoff, Tottenham went down the other end. Maddison taking the ball off Jorginho and basically setting up Son for another one. So it finished 2-2 in that game. At the Amex, it finished Brighton 3, Bournemouth 1. Bournemouth did take the lead in that game through Solanke on 25 minutes. But then, another own goal. Kirkes in the injury time in the first half. And then Matoma with 2 for Brighton in 46 minutes and 77, sealing another 3 points for Brighton. They are going big guns, Billy.
They have indeed, yeah. They're a hard side to play, certainly the Amex. Play it in the right manner too, don't they? I mean, they've played a European game Thursday. Didn't affect them at all. Just come to Sunday.
Yep. Stamford Bridge finished Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. Ollie Watkins in the 73rd minute winning the game for Aston Villa. And it just gets worse for Chelsea, Billy. And they are really struggling. I mean, I've seen comments on social media saying, laughing, saying Chelsea are relegation candidates this season. I mean, they've got to turn it around sooner rather than later, haven't they? But I expect Poch will do that, but it's just a shit show, isn't it?
I think Pochettino's got too many players there to choose from. I really do. I think they've spent that much money over the past 2 to 3 windows.
Yeah.
That they're stacked out with too many players, and it's hard to find the right balance and gel the right players. It's a tough job for Pochettino. I don't feel sorry for him because he's getting paid an awful lot of money, but yeah, it's quite funny how Chelsea have kind of fallen so far down the league, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, Crowtail's just making a point there. Brighton and Villa both won today, so no excuses today from Newcastle against a poor Sheffield team. I don't think Sheffield are poor, but they are, a lower down table team, which we should be beaten if you look on paper. Finally, at Anfield, it finished Liverpool 3, West Ham 1. Again, controversy in this game, Billy. I've seen it myself. Jared Bourne tripped in the penalty box by McAllister and a penalty not given again.
No, I didn't see that. I'll obviously watch it on Match of the Day later, but it doesn't surprise me at all. Anfield, the referees go there with red blinkers on, don't they? It's
well,
ridiculous.
Considering Liverpool got their opening goal through a Salah penalty after 16 minutes. Nunez then put Liverpool 2-0 up on 60. Bourne equalised on 42 minutes, Nunez then put Liverpool ahead on the hour, and then Jota wrapped it up in the 89th minute. So Liverpool 3, West Ham United 1. Now, the table as it stands, obviously, we now find ourselves still 12th, Billy, going into this game. Sheffield United 18th. But, I mean, look, you're looking at Chelsea now, 14th in the Premier League table, Billy, after 6 games. I know it's only 6 games, but Jesus, they are struggling. But the 3 promoted teams at the moment are basically holding the table up, Billy. So do you see that staying the same throughout the season? Do you think it's them 3 that will go down?
I don't think Sheffield United will. I think they'll have the kind of determination and grit to get out of it. Burnley have got to change their style if they want to stay up. They can't keep playing the way they are. And Luton, I think, cannon fodder. I think they're certainly down.
Well, it's going to be very, very interesting to see as the season goes on. ADB says, bold to retain the back 4 today, looking to get a clean sheet rather than rest Trippier, Burn and Share. I don't think Trippier was ever going to miss this game. Look, the man is super fit. And, they were talking about him on the radio this morning, Billy, and he just, like you say, he's undroppable the way he's playing at the moment. Whether it's to rest him or not, he probably missed the Man City game next week. I think Livramento will start that game, to be honest, but he's just a leader. Yeah,
I mean, without him, who's the inspiration? It's one thing this side misses at the minute is a bit of inspiration and not so much leadership, because they're all pretty leadership quality, but the inspiration that Trippier gives to that back 4. And if he's not there, I do worry about what would happen to us. I mean, when he was injured with his broken foot a couple of years back, Kraft came in and did a good job. Livramento could do the same, but does he offer us the same as Trippier? I doubt it. Yep. Trippier is like pivotal at both ends of the pitch for us. So, absolutely. Keep playing him as much as they can, I guess, is the way they're going to do it.
Yeah. Jimmy Jones, our resident hammer. The Chelsea situation is breaking my heart. Yes, of course it will be. Absolutely. Juan says, I really, really, really want to see Chelsea relegated. Wouldn't it be funny? Jimmy Jones, thank you for your $4.99 super chat, buddy. He says, congratulations to Manchester United for winning their cup final last night. They certainly celebrated like it. I mean, it was pathetic. And when you look at the stats of that game, I mean, unbelievable how Man United sneaked away with a win.
It's what I've been saying for 2 seasons. They do it every single game they play. They're second best in every game they play.
Yeah,
they scored a very good goal with credit to them, but they were very fortunate to get a win out of that game. They really were.
They were, yeah. No doubt about that. Dean Stevenson says, Alex was spot on in the preview show. If we don't thrash Sheffield today, then something is wrong. Bath's brother needs Newcastle to win for a £156 bet. Well, hopefully he'll get it. Hopefully he will. Toon Rob says, come on, Toon, let's get up that league. Jay Devlin says, didn't Spurs make hard of Sheffield United? Yes, they did. But I think it was the way Sheffield United played, to be honest, and they deserve more credit than they're getting, of course. Whenever, you see these so-called smaller teams doing well against the top 6 or the big 6, as they like to call themselves, it's always the big 6 teams that don't play well. There's never any credit given to the other team. And Sheffield United, worked their asses off last week and were very unfortunate conceding in the last minute of the game. But that's football. You've got to stay switched on right at the end. But these teams are given plenty of injury time if it's still a draw, and then 3 or 4 minutes if they're winning. Trolls says, EI up the Premier League we go. I hope you're right, matey. Crowtail says, to Bath, tell your brother to cash out. Yeah, relying on Newcastle. I mean, is it wise, Billy, relying on Newcastle United for money?
Yes, I think so today. I think it'll be all right today.
Yeah. Colin, good afternoon to you. Hi, Paul and Billy. Have a great game. 2-1. Ab says, I will be absolutely delighted with a 1-0 win. It depends how the game goes, Abs. I mean, if we dominate and create loads of chances, I want to see us score some goals today. We haven't scored a lot of goals this season. I'd like to see a few hit the back of the net today, to be honest. Just to play our music for one. Dark by Design says, must-win game. We can't fall further behind the Euro spots. We've got to beat teams like these. Absolutely. That's the pivotal thing, isn't it, Billy? We've got to look at the teams who are going to be around us this season, and they're all picking up points. We have to now follow suit and keep picking points up ourselves. It was a hard-fought win against Brentford. Now we go to Bramall Lane, and we've got to turn it on today. We've got to come away with the 3 points.
Not just that, I want to see a performance as well, because we've not seen one since the Villa game, really, have we? It's all been kind of itsy-bitty, sloppy at times. I want to see some proper football today. Probably will be playing against their low block. We have historically had trouble breaking down low blocks. But today, let's see a bit of creativity. Let's see a bit of quality. And let's see a few goals.
Absolutely. Johnny Green says, I live in Rotherham and got a lot of mates come round to watch. One Sheffield United and one Sheffield Wednesday. The Wednesday fan has turned up in a Newcastle shirt. I got a couple of messages on Twitter today from Sheffield Wednesday fans hoping we stuff them. Incidentally, did you see I can't remember, was it the Sheffield Wednesday manager who came out and laughed at the fans for making the trip away? Yes, I can't remember whether I saw that. I think it's scandalous if it was. Wes says, I think it'll be a tough and tight first half, but I think we'll break them down second half. Yeah, we've got a very much stronger bench, Billy, and that's where we have to utilize our bench today, doesn't he? Eddie has to make those changes, not just at the right time, but he has to make the right changes this time. Yeah,
and he's got to do it, as you say, at the right time. He's got to be proactive instead of reactive, I think. And I think that's something that's creeping into his substitutions. So he tends to wait for things to happen before he does things.
Yeah.
The best managers in the world do things before things can happen. So just hoping Eddie Howe can be proactive today. And if he does do that and gets the subs at the right time and the right subs, then it's going to benefit us properly.
Seacrest Boxer says, hi guys, this is a first. I'm watching the watch along whilst whelping my boxer. Just the one puppy so far, but she is having 10. How are the lads? Bloody hell. Well, you've got your hands very tied this afternoon, and I hope all the puppies come along without any problems, and hope that mum is okay as well. I absolutely love boxer dogs. I really do. They are absolutely incredible dogs. So I hope all puppies are okay. Big Scott says, lads, you worried about anyone today in the team? Byrne, Miggy, Anderson? Not really. I think I agree with Billy. I think Dan Byrne has been put in there because of the set piece scenario with Sheffield United. I think they will look at the set pieces as a way to get at us, as a way to score goals. And, we know from, just look at Tuesday night, the way Dan Byrne performed defensively in his headed clearances. I'm sure that's why Eddie's gone for that, Billy.
Indeed, I am a bit concerned about the lack of pace down that left flank. I mean, Bogle's pretty pacey, their right wing back, so they could potentially get in behind us down there. But having said that, the quality of what we've got in front of them, should really help us. Really, should get us to win the game. We should be winning this game easily, I think.
The Toon review. Interesting. If anyone is going to force Bruno out of the club, it's stupid fans having a go at him because of his contract clause. I don't think people are. Look, I've seen a few negative people on social media and news-wise saying that it's having a go at him for having a release clause. I don't like it. All right, I've said in the video that I don't like release clauses. However, it's not going to make me turn against Bruno. Right now he is a Newcastle United player, and that is for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long until this release clause is activated. It could be a couple of years. It could be certain teams. It could, it might not include any Premier League teams. We'll never know the details, Billy, will we?
I think it's a good thing. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if someone puts £100 million bid in, it's not necessarily that he's going. He might not want to go to the club that puts the
Exactly.
£1 million bid in.
It puts a decision in the player, doesn't it? Rather than.
And if you think about the teams that have got the money to spend that on a player, Liverpool don't need any midfielders. Manchester City certainly don't. Manchester United potentially would, but why would he leave us to go to Man United? I don't think he probably would. So you're looking abroad, and I don't mind him going abroad. If we don't qualify for the Champions League next season, Bruno wants to play Champions League. That's what that release clause is there for.
Indeed. Michael's asking if there's any news on the team selection, please. Yeah, we'll put it up one last time. This is how we line up today. We go Nick Pope in goal, back four of Trippier, Share, Botman, Byrne, midfield of Bruno, Longstaff and Anderson, with a front three of Almiron, Barnes and Callum Wilson. On the substitutes bench, we have Dubravka, Lascelles, Tonali, Gordon, Target, Isak, Hall, Livramento and Jacob Murphy. That is how we line up against the Blades. Let's have a look. Pedro says, Paul, did you check me lottery numbers? Nowhere near. Luck didn't last long. Pedro, you had enough luck, mate. You got a gifted a membership, then you won a prize because of that membership. I think that'll do, matey. Money's not everything in life. Jakey Gamer says his release clause is there in case we can't provide Champions League football on a regular basis. I mean, I did mention that when I did the video yesterday about it, Billy, that, when we look at a release clause scenario, obviously Bruno has been told certain things before he signed, and also obviously during the contract negotiations. So Newcastle United will, want to abide by what they've told Bruno. They'll have told Bruno the process, the aspirations, the vision that they have, and how much of, we're going to rely on Bruno in the future being the spine of the team.
Absolutely, he wouldn't have signed the contract otherwise. I don't think. I think this release clause, people are reading too much into it. As I say, he doesn't have to go to the clubs that bid that much money, and it's a safety net for us. And as people have said in the chat, it's a massive investment for future signings as well.
KK says the thing 100 million is too low. Now, a lot of people said that they're looking at the value of other players around the Premier League, and then saying that, Bruno should be around 120, 130 million. But 100 million is still a lot of money to get players in. The only worry I have, Billy, and I said this in the video I did yesterday, was if it gets to deadline day and then, 8 hours left, somebody comes in and activates that release clause and Bruno says, yeah, I'm interested. It doesn't give us a lot of time to replace the player, does it? If at all.
I would hope there would be clauses in the contract so that couldn't happen.
Right. Do you think there would be, though? Because sometimes it's not like we haven't seen that happen in deadline days before.
I would be amazed if we didn't have some sort of security clause that stops people from doing it on the actual deadline day. I'd be amazed.
I mean, like I said, I don't particularly like release clauses, but there's reasons for and against them. Look, Bruno, we know these South American players always have aspirations to play for Barcelona and Real Madrid. We know that. And I think it would be very, very hard for anyone to turn down such clubs as Real Madrid if they come knocking. But Newcastle are kind of, obviously, if there's a release clause in there, it sort of protects Newcastle as well. They get £100 million for a player, because Bruno's value may drop over the season. He may have a woeful season. I mean, he hasn't started brilliant. He's got better and was, he's looking like his old self again. But that could all change, Billy.
It certainly could. And if that was the case, then they'll only be bidding £100 million from, will they? It's simple as that. I don't know. The thing that worries me is Barcelona don't have £100 million to spend on players. Real Madrid certainly don't need midfield players. They've got the best midfielders in the world playing for them. Yeah. So it potentially would be an English club that would be paying that money. But would he go to them? I mean, would you go to Chelsea? I wouldn't have thought so. Would you go to Manchester United, potentially, with a history and what have you? But I don't think he would. Liverpool would be the one I'd be worried about, but I don't think they need midfield players. They've just spent a lot of money on midfield players. And the young players they've got are coming through also. So I think we're okay for a couple of years at least.
Oh, we're just looking back to that game on January 2021, Billy. Sheffield United won, Newcastle 0, of course, behind closed doors because of COVID, but the teams are coming out. Billy, whereabouts are you on your stream?
Well, they're on the kind of just they're shaking hands now, so I'm a bit ahead of you.
Okay, well, you'll need to pause it, matey.
Yeah.
I'm on Sky Sports stream, but obviously the stream is behind the TV, so I'm
Well,
just
you're going
watching.
to struggle to name the players from the names on the back because every single Sheffield United player's got Cusack on the back and 8.
Yeah, of course they have. I wonder if that's actually what they're going to wear today, or whether they've got a strip on underneath, Billy.
I would hope so.
Whether this is just for the it's so heartbreaking, it really is. But obviously they're going to get the handshakes and set her out the way. So Billy, if you just pause when you get to kick off.
Yeah.
Guys, anybody that's watching along, who's knocking the commentary off Sky and watching us, if you get to the kickoff before I do, just pause your TV, wait until I say, right, we're underway, and then we'll all be in sync. It stops any spoilers and things like that coming into the channel. Obviously, you do have to be subscribed if you want to comment today anyway. And there's something like a 60-second delay on the chat to try and stop these spoilers coming in. But if you do that, you'll be alongside me and Billy, and we can all be in sync to watch the match, which obviously is so much better than anyone being behind, of course. So thank you in advance for that, guys. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy the commentary today. And of course, you can make a donation to the channel today if you do so wish by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And of course, that will get your comment read straight out as well. So thank you in advance for that. Membership is available on the channel as well. If you hit the join button just underneath me and Billy Bob Coleman, and that will enable you to, member perks and prizes and things like that on the channel. And incidentally, on that, all the problems with iOS are now going to be solved by YouTube within the next 2 weeks, apparently. Those of you that have the YouTube app on iOS will be able to hit the join button instead of having to go to a desktop version. So at least they're doing something about that. James is sat with a beer and beautiful Rach, ready for the game, of course. Thank you very much, and hello to you guys. And we can't wait to get started. Just looking at the team again. I mean, we've got to go for it. I'm expecting us to go for it today, Billy. I expect 3 points. We're in the blue strip today.
We are indeed.
With yellow shorts and yellow socks. And of course, they're going to pay respects to the young lady that passed away as well. So I think we should do the same here, Billy. Just we'll go quiet while I have that minute's silence. So there you go. RIP to Maddie Cusack, of course. Devastating loss at only 27 years old. Everybody paying their respects to her. And I would assume it was brilliantly observed at the match as well. But remember, if you are kicking off, just pause it until I say we're underway. If you want to be in sync with me and Billy Bob, and then we will all be together watching the game. So there we put the scoreboard on the big screen now so people can see that. And we're just looking at Eddie Howe chomping down on his chewing gum ferociously. Sheffield United, the fans are in full voice, as of course they would be. Very emotional after what's happened this week. Jay Devlin says it was well respected by our fans. Brilliant. And I wouldn't have any qualms about that at all. I wouldn't. Newcastle United fans are very respectable when it comes to things like this. And I mean, it's just terrible. It really is. But we're ready to go. And Sheffield United will kick off going from right to left. And we are underway at Bramall Lane. So here we go. Fingers crossed, Billy. We're underway. Let's get a good game. Let's get a few goals. And let's beat Sheffield United today. And we're underway. And immediately Sheffield United have the ball. Good pressing, though, coming in from Elliot Anderson. That's what we need to see. Miggy pressing as well, as does Callum. Send the ball long to Sheffield United. And Shea nods it down to Trippier. Trippier's touch a little bit heavy. But again, the quality of the man to recover from that, Billy.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? second favourite for that ball, but he won it back. Brilliant.
Yeah, nice little ball up to Longstaff and a clever nod down to Bruno. It goes out wide now to Dan Byrne. Byrne down the line to Harvey Barnes. Barnes has got to play well today, Billy. We've got to see a bit more from him.
I agree. The second half against Brentford, he was very good.
Nick Pope's kick there, putting Trippier in all sorts of trouble. And now Trippier's got to go back to Share, right in the bottom corner. Nice play by Newcastle to play the way out. Long punted ball high in the air again, which Shares underneath. And Wilson is able to bring this down now. Callum Wilson flicks it out wide, looking for the run of Miggy, but it's cut out. And a little bit of a push on Wilson there, but nothing given. Trippier wins the header. And now Sheffield United try and attack. Great interception by Fabian Schär and comes away with a ball. And a little bit of fancy footwork from the centre-back there, but he's taken down. And it is a free kick. Who is that?
I don't know, but we're playing football today. The style's there in abundance. I just hope we don't do it too much, but we're playing in every area of the pitch so far. First time passes, little flicks and stuff like that. Yeah. Very nice to watch.
Looking very confident, aren't we?
Indeed.
Even when we got into a bit of difficulty through Nick Pope's kick there, we played it out really well. And here's Fabian Schär now bringing the ball out and running over the halfway line. Great run from Schär, but the pass to Harvey to Anderson. Why is Barnes cut in so far there? Why isn't Barnes out? That's weird. I don't understand why. I mean, Fabian Schär obviously thought Barnes was going to be out there, and he wasn't.
Yeah, it was very odd.
Anderson now trying to win the ball back alongside Harvey Barnes. Sheffield United played out well. And now we'll attempt to get an attack of their own here. And it's over the top. This is an opportunity. He's got first time ball in. There's nobody at the far post again. This is a big chance, and Trippier comes across to make the block. But again, Billy, we talked about that on Tuesday night. The man at the far post is just standing with nobody on him.
Yeah, Trippier's marking the centre forward, and it's gone over his head, and he did well to get back. But
Trippier shouldn't be across there. Fabian Schär was there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Schär's on this side of the pitch for some reason. So where's Sven Botman? Something's not right.
Brilliant block by Trippier. Got back really well to block the shot, so that could have been 1-0. So a little bit of a scare there for Newcastle, but it does concern me, that back post, Billy. Whenever balls come in from, the opposition's right-hand side, they always seem to have a man spare over.
It's not just that side. It happens the other side too. Dan Byrne gets pulled in. It's as if Hull's trying to make a 5 out of 4, which is concerning when there's space.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
Nick Pope's kick again is sliced out of play. He's got to improve that, Billy. That's the one part of his game that he really needs to improve on.
It's the one part of his game that stops him from being an elite goalkeeper, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that was just sliced straight out. That's 2 dodgy kicks from him so far in the first 4 minutes.
And we know what Pope's like when he's a bit unconfident. His mistakes are liable to happen. So,
and the throw-in just rolls away for a goal kick. Good work there by Trippier and Botman, just leaving the ball. I'm a little concerned about Fabian Schär, Billy. He's gone down on his hunkers. He picked up a knock a couple of minutes ago, and is just feeling that a little bit.
Yeah, he's ready to receive the ball, but I think it looks like Pope's throwing him away.
Yep.
It's for long.
As he should. Let's get the ball up the field. Let's win the ball in the middle of the park and create some chances. I mean, Pope's kick is absolutely hopeless. It bounces for us, though, and Miggy's done well there. And a good tackle coming in. Big chance that, because Anderson good work by Byrne to win it back. But why is he so far infield? That's a little worry again. Our fullbacks seem to cut in a lot. Anyway, here's Miggy, and he's brought down, surely. The referee says no, play on. Sheffield United get themselves in a bit of a tiz. And Longstaff almost managed to get Wilson through. And again, the ball just doesn't bounce for us, Billy. Good tackle by Wilson on the press. Miggy's going to try and keep this in. If it spins back, which it doesn't, it goes out for a throw-in right by the corner flag. Good pressing again, Billy, but the ball just does not land at us for 50-50s.
It never does, no. We should make a sign in Ricochet in the January transfer window.
Honestly, I don't know how many times we say that during commentary. Dylan, thank you very much for your 199 super chat. Evening, lads. No Lewis Hall again. No surprise with a disappointed emoji. Again, Barnes rolls his man quite well there, but Sheffield United come away down their right-hand side again. And he's allowed to bring the ball right down the other end of the pitch. It's cut inside. Bruno is there to intercept, though. Good play by Bruno. That kept his eye on the ball. Burns' clearance, not the greatest, straight to a Sheffield United player. We've got to make sure that, Billy, we're not just lumping that ball up willy-nilly again.
Yeah, I think we're encouraging them. I think we're offering them signs of encouragement here, and it's not the way to go against a side like this away from home. That's better.
Oh, it's class by Trippier again, just nodding it down. Here's Miggy inside. Good ball. Now Bruno brings it away for Newcastle. He has options ahead of him. One of them is Sean Longstaff. Not a great ball from Sean. And Anderson was disappointed with that because if it was in front of Anderson, we were in with a wonderful chance there. But the ball was behind him. And here comes Sheffield United again. It's at the moment a 2-on-3. Great tackle by Cher, winning the ball. And it will just roll out for... No, he's kept it in. I thought he was going to let the players catch up with the player there, but he decided he had enough Sheffield players up there. And again, it's just careless giving the ball away, Billy. I mean, if that ball was in front of Anderson there, we had options. Anderson had Barnes and Wilson either side of him as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a poor pass from Longstaff at the crucial moment. That's a kick out, isn't it?
There you go. Straight. That's... And it's not hit with any pace, Billy. It's just a guided ball over the top. Good interception by Botman again. I see an in the know yesterday was trying to be clever and say Botman was missing today, Billy. But here's Callum Wilson moving forward. He's into the penalty area. Wilson with a shot, and down goes Fodering to his right and gathers the ball at the second attempt. But again, that's what Wilson's all about, Billy. Into the box, shoot.
Superbly fed by Bruno. Gets to the box, hits the target, makes the goalkeeper make a save. And if someone had been following on that, he did fumble it. No one was following in, but there you go.
But that's exactly Bruno's vision, and that's what he wants to see from Callum, making them runs. And incidentally, the ball played in front of Wilson there to run onto.
Absolutely.
Very important that they do that. Now the ball down the line for Anderson. Anderson, will he keep this in? I think he has. Right by the corner flag now. Good defending, but Anderson, terrier-like getting stuck in again. Barnes now pressing, but Sheffield United quite nicely get it out of play and up the field. Good interception by Botman. That's what we want to see. Keep the pressure on. But Byrne turns back, goes back to Botman, who's got Fabian Cher in support. Almost 8 minutes gone here, and we are goalless at Bramall Lane. Anderson inside now to Bruno. Bruno goes across to Dan Byrne. Byrne has Barnes on the left. Harvey Barnes now. Will he have a run at the defender? He's got Anderson in support. Anderson makes a little bit of a run. I'm not sure that was the right ball, to be honest.
It's a poor pass.
Very, very close together. Barnes should have maybe used Anderson as a dummy, Billy, and maybe he's even got a cross in from there.
Yeah, it was a hospital pass, wasn't it?
Mm.
Did we get a free kick out of it, or was it throw? Oh, they're having a minute's applause in the 8th minute for Maddie.
Yep, absolutely. Rightly so. Ball comes in from Newcastle. It's cleared away. Byrne played that ball in, incidentally. Not very often we get to see him cross a ball. Great defending again by Botman. I mean, he's just so commanding, isn't he? He was like that against Giroud, of course, on Tuesday night. And again, just showing how he's just magnificent at times. He's very elegant in his play, Billy.
That's that little pass he plays for the middle as well. It's a great ball. It's quality, isn't he?
We have a man down here, which isn't good. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Harvey Barnes who's down. Newcastle are playing on. Barnes wants the ball kicked out to play. Miggy eventually realizes that and kicks the ball out. Harvey Barnes is down. It does not look good.
No, he's not in pain. It's more of a, I think it's more of a strain than a break, or he doesn't look in pain at all, does he? But if he strained his calf or something like that, perhaps.
Yeah. Delta Force wants to know what a hospital pass means, Billy.
When you play the ball a bit short and you end up getting kicked because of it.
Anthony Gordon, incidentally, doing quite a vigorous warm-up now. I think we are going to see Gordon. I don't think this is good for Harvey. You don't sit down like that if you know, like I say, he's not wincing in pit. He does look a bit of discomfort, but I don't think this is good.
I think he's done a calf. I think he's popped a calf.
Yeah. Which is such a shame, really, because, I mean, we're only 10 minutes into the game, and he hasn't really had an opportunity to shine here, but... Looking at the next few fixtures, Billy, Manchester United, Manchester City, of course, in the Cup, then Burnley at home, then Paris Saint-Germain at home, which is going to be huge 2 games for us.
Yeah, then obviously we've got West Ham. He's getting to his feet to see how he walks now.
I think it's definitely his calf because he's lifting himself up on his tiptoes, isn't he? Stretching it.
Calf for Achilles, but he's coming off.
If there's any, he's shaking his head. He is absolutely gutted. That is such a shame.
He's not.
You don't like to see that.
He's not limping as such, but he's obviously.
Yeah, you don't take risks with calf strains, Billy.
No.
You know as well as I do. If he says, okay, I'm all right to play on a bit, and then it completely snaps, you're looking at a hell of a lot of time out injured. Guys, please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and enjoying what you are seeing. Come and be part of this incredible community on the Toon Review, and hit the notification bell as well if you want to be updated on when we go live or upload any videos. And of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for us. Really important that throughout the channel. And you can donate to the channel by hitting the $ at the bottom of the live comments and get your comment read straight out, as Anthony Gordon is going to replace Harvey Barnes. This is a change that we really didn't want to make so early in the game, Billy.
Yeah, so much for his rest, and also he's on another yellow card, gets him a ban, doesn't it? So does he get? It's hard to say, isn't it, when you want to miss the game? But we're kind of lacking left-handed side of midfield players now, aren't we? So I don't know what we're going to do against Manchester City. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, does the Premier League yellow cards come into play for the Carabao? I'm not sure they do.
I'm not sure.
Because if they did, it might be good for Barnes for Gordon to pick a yellow card up and miss the Carabao Cup game.
Well, Rodri's out for a game, isn't he? So I think he misses our game. So I don't
know.
Rodri.
Yeah.
Yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think he played Rodri anyway. But here's Anthony Gordon. First touch of the ball, cuts right inside and plays a lovely ball out to the right-hand side where he finds the captain, Trippier. Trippier's got a lovely run by Miggy, doesn't use it. Ball in, lovely dummy by Sean Longstaff. Wilson, that was a poor pass, trying to get Gordon in. Fabulous header from Fabian Schär. And now we have Elliot Anderson on the ball. Anderson's got Bruno in support. Bruno tries the first-time ball, but intercepted. Well, that's nice little intricate play against Billy. What we want to see.
It is. I'm a bit concerned the press seems to have faded a bit on the goalkeeper, but they're on the attack now, Sheffield United.
Yeah. Want to see some shots going in. That's what we really want to see. I mean, when Bruno got the ball there, try your shot. You've got nothing to lose. You just never know. And Bruno was shooting from there last season, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, he was.
At the moment, Sheffield United have gone all the way back to Foderingham in goal, and they will take the time and rebuild again. Coming up to 13 minutes gone. We're goalless at Bramall Lane, but we have lost Harvey Barnes through what looks like a calf strain. Foderingham again, given the time of, it'll be Christmas before we close him down by the looks of things. Long ball. Good header by Dan Burn, but unfortunately bounces straight to a Sheffield United player off Anthony Gordon. That was unlucky again. Second ball bouncing straight to an opposition player. That's got to be offside. He is miles offside. Ball comes in and it's shot wide anyway, but I think the flag will go up.
When it's that obvious, why are you doing it straight away? It's pathetic.
Well, he seemed a good 2 yards off there, Bill.
No, he's not.
Oh, he isn't?
No,
that's a really bad miss then, Billy, at the back post again.
It is, yeah, it is. It's a poor line from Trippier and Schär, to be fair.
Yeah, but Billy, if we're seeing this as fans every time there's a cross comes in, why is this not being addressed?
Don't know, but it's a terrible effort from Luke Thomas.
It is.
Fullback, isn't it?
Yeah, he's better than that. He is better than that, Luke Thomas, without a shadow of a doubt. But a poor miss. We could have been 1-0 down there again. Not picking up at the far post, and we need to address that. But we get away with it, and the game goes on. Irish Toon says, I'd like to see some of the kids play the Carabao Cup game. Yeah, I think we're expecting a few changes, to be honest, for that game. Anyway, we're up now with Anderson. Anderson has to turn back and go back to Botman. Botman plays a lovely, I thought was a lovely ball for Trippier. It ends up at Miggy's feet. Don't quite know how that managed to get to Miggy, but it did. Here's Sean Longstaff now to Trippier. Miggy, he's got Bruno inside. Now Bruno with a bit of space. Bruno gets his head up, looks for an option, just rolls it to Botman. Botman's got Burn on his outside. Doesn't use him. Goes through the middle. Inside to Bruno. Bruno back to Fabian Schär. Newcastle with a little bit of possession here. Trying to work the ball around inside Sheffield United's half. Trippier, not a great ball, and it's intercepted and back now with Nick Pope. Huge ricochet there. Fabian Schär now for Newcastle. Looks sideways to Botman. Botman with a bit of time goes back to his defensive partner, and Fabian Schär brings it forward. Schär, again, he's looking for that ball and finds it over the top for Callum Wilson, but well intercepted and just got it back to the goalkeeper. That was close, but a good interception from Egan there, and knocked it back to Foderingham.
Yeah, he did well to get his head on it, because if it hadn't done, I think Wilson was in. It's not been great start, has it, for Newcastle United? We've very, very sloppy at times. It's a bit lax at the back. We've been lucky, really. A couple of times back post kind of efforts, but yeah, I'd like to see us get our foot on the ball and take control of the game because we're not at the minute.
No, I just want to see some shots coming in. I don't know why we're so trying to walk the ball in everything we do. Sean Longstaff now on the ball. Plays a brilliant ball down the line for Wilson. Now Wilson looks up for support. Wilson's into the penalty area. Gordon's flying in, but a great bit of play again from Egan and nicks the ball off him. And Sheffield United clear, but that's, again, now we need to press and win the ball back.
Wilson's got to do better there. He's got to get
he has. And I'm not sure Trippier should have done better there as well, please. Sheffield United looking to the right-hand side. There's nobody there. But they go to the left. That's a little bit of an overhit pass, but he keeps it in play. Good bit of play from Luke Thomas. And Sheffield United now on the attack. Nice little 1-2 try, but Botman there. Brilliant interception. Bruno goes down, and a free kick to Newcastle United.
But again, Harmer with a bad tackle there. I told you he was a bit dirty at times.
Well, Bruno span him there completely bamboozled him, and a foul given. Oh, Stuart McCall, he must be about 500-year-old, Billy. He's still at Sheffield United.
Good play on his day.
He was, indeed. Wilson can't hold on to the ball, but wins it back. But again, you see where the ball ends up, Billy. It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
It's not been great thus far, I've got to say. It's there's something ain't quite right with the Newcastle United at the minute. That's a terrible header. Absolutely.
Oh, that's awful from Fabian Schär. But Ed Anderson trying to get back. This is a dangerous place. And Sheffield United don't really capitalise on it. It's Hamer on the ball now. Plays it back. Nice little ball. And the shot comes in, and Nick Pope is straight behind it. That's good goalkeeping. Very good positional play. And, Vinny Souza, I think it was, who hit the shot, Billy, but it was Pope behind it all the way.
Yeah, it's straight at him, fortunately enough. But again, there's no closing down or anything like that going on.
But what an awful header from Schär. What was he doing there? That's a great ball. And now on the move is Miggy, but again, he's tackled. But Newcastle United win a throw in.
No, they don't.
Trippier's going to take.
He's give it them.
How?
He stood right next to the ball when he's given the throw to Sheffield United.
Well, I tell you something, Billy. I do agree with you. Something just doesn't seem right at all here. What a ball that was by Botman. But again, Miggy didn't take it. I mean, he should just be glancing that ball and turning and running.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Scher's just lost it. Well, what was he trying to do there? And Sheffield United are gathering confidence, Billy, and it's because we're giving them that confidence. We're letting them play.
They're taking control of the ball, the possession, everything. It just looked that. Yeah, we're sitting back now, and it's not a great watch so far.
Afternoon, Tucky. Thank you very much for your comment, mate. That's lovely football. And now,
come on,
Bruno. That's not great from Bruno. Wilson was in.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Oh my God! Again, sloppy
player
passing.
Down injured. I think it's Longstaff.
I think he got a hand in the face there or an elbow. I don't think it was on purpose, to be honest.
Harmer again. You never know with Harmer. He's like that.
He does seem to have that little bit of nastiness about him. I mean, is that a good thing when you're playing for Sheffield United? You need that?
Possibly. I'm surprised VAR aren't looking at it though. He's looked. No. He's looked right in his path and blocked him off with his elbow. That's a red card. That's a red card.
You think it's a red?
He's looked at him. He's put his elbow up and whacked him in the mush. It's a red card to me. Not even getting yellow. Not even getting a yellow.
He hasn't. And VAR obviously would have looked at it. Botman now plays it wide for Kieran Trippier. Trippier brings it down really well. He looks inside. He's got Bruno here. Bruno to Longstaff. Turn forward, Sean. That's it. Longstaff now going forward. Miggy on the ball. He's got Bruno inside him. Here is Bruno. Bruno is, avoided one tackle, then played a lovely ball to Trippier. Trippier plays it back to Botman. Newcastle trying to get a bit of authority on this game. Gordon gives it away, trying the little pass in, but Gordon's done well to win it back, to be fair to him, and he wins a throw in. He realised his mistake there, but fought back and won the ball, Billy, and ended up giving us a throw in.
He did well there after his original mistake, but we started playing a little bit of football there until he got to Gordon. I'm still concerned, I've got to say. Are these players tired from the Tuesday?
Well, I mean, we could say tiredness, Billy, but this is how we've been playing lately. I mean, it's something it's not. It's a little bit bizarre. That's gone out of play for me. It's in the back of the net, but I think it's out of play. Or is it? He's given the goal.
We'll have to have
He's
a look at
given the goal. Sean Longstaff has scored.
Before you play the music, I think we better have a look at this.
I thought that was miles out, Billy.
He's done brilliantly. If he hasn't, if he kept it in, Gordon there. Superb.
I mean, it's a fabulous finish as well from Sean. But I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that went out. But hey, we need to see a replay of this.
Yeah, before we can get the goal music on. I mean, the referees give it, so obviously.
I mean, I don't know what position the referee was to see it, but Sheffield United complained that the ball went out. Sean Longstaff saying it didn't. We're going to see it again now. Here's Gordon.
He's handballed it, and it's out.
Yeah, it's a handball, and I think it's out, Billy, to be fair. I don't think this is going to be given.
No.
It's a brilliant finish from Sean, to be fair. But I don't think this is going to be given.
Yeah, it's well out of play, isn't it?
Oh, it's not, Billy. There's part of that ball on the line. So now they need to see if it's a handball.
Well, he's definitely handled it.
But is it a deliberate handball, Billy? Because it comes off the defense. It's very hard to say if that's a deliberate handball or not. I mean, we're still waiting to see what we're going to do here. I mean, at the moment, we're celebrating. We are in front. It's been given.
Get the music on.
Oh, my goodness me. So there we go. Newcastle lead by 1-0, and I'm staggered that that's been given, but there you go. We are in front through Sean Longstaff. Fabulous goal, actually. And credit to Anthony Gordon, who worked his arse off down by the byline and kept it in play by whatever means. It wasn't a deliberate handball, and it's a goal. So Newcastle United lead. I'm staggered, Billy. It was just one of them that you're thinking, well, eventually VAR are going to intervene here and say no goal.
I thought that handball would have negated that goal straight away because although it wasn't deliberate, it still was part of a goal kind of action. So, yeah, we've got away with one there, but, I mean, we haven't deserved it. Let's hope we can take advantage of it.
Yeah, hopefully that'll give us some confidence now to go on and actually get a few goals here. At least we've got to play the music as well. But in very strange circumstances there. That's another poor kick out by Nick Pope, putting Almiron under all sorts of trouble. And now Sheffield United have a free kick. Jay Devlin says that VAR did check it and have given the goal. I mean, very difficult to give a handball there, Billy, because there's no way Gordon knew where that ball was.
No, but it's a handball it's accidental, of course it is, but it's in the act of a goal. It's an assist to the goal, isn't it? So I don't know. I mean, I'll be pretty pissed off if I was a Sheffield United supporter, I've got to say. Well,
yeah, but we're not. See you, Bob. Idiot. So Bob banned. There you go. Bob's a very sad man. But anyway, he's gone, and Sheffield United now have a free kick. This is where they'll be looking to get us. Annoy, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. As the free kick comes in, it's headed up in the air. Pope goes after it. It's bouncing around and eventually into Nick Pope's arms. Annoy says, please be the first of many. How are the lads? Well, it's with Anthony Gordon now, and he's bursting over the halfway line for Newcastle United. Gordon, he's pushed off the ball, but no free kick, and Sheffield United have it back. Gordon goes to win it back, going to challenge the goalkeeper. Fotheringham very calm with his chip out, but it's gone straight to Bruno. Bruno's crossed to the back post, and Miggy turned his back on it. I'm not sure what Miggy was doing there. He turned his back completely on the ball.
Didn't even attempt to keep it, did he?
I mean, I'm not sure what he was doing, Billy, because if he'd kept his eye on the ball, it was a great ball in from Bruno.
Yeah.
That Miggy could have just fired in, but he just didn't bother. George T, thanks for another £5 super chat. Wow, I was waiting for VAR to stop the goal. I'll take it, though. Hell yes. You know, we've been on the back end of some horrible decisions in the past, so of course we'll take it.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, that's a foul on Anderson again.
He's not even give it.
That's terrible. That's absolutely rotten referee. Honestly. Scratch my back with barbed wire. That was unbelievable. Anyway, here comes Sheffield United. They've got a man over here on the left-hand side. So, but again, good work by Miggy getting back, and I'm not sure what the hell that was. Oh, no, he's won a corner. I thought Luke Thomas had played that out himself, Billy. It was one of them where he kicked it off his left and off his right.
Yeah, Almond did well to get back there, but we don't look very secure at the back, I've got to say.
Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and of course the like button. Thank you very, very much for the support. Yeah, Bob got booted. Don't be like Bob. Well said, Jock. Now, corner for Sheffield United. In it comes, and Nick Pope gets a good hand on it, and it's half volleyed miles over the bar by Harmer, and that is no threat to our goal, Billy.
I'm still, again, Nick Pope coming out and just palming things away. He did it for the cross in the first and got away with one about 2 minutes ago. Really got away with one. So,
yeah,
we thought he was back to his best against Milan, but he's looking a bit shaky today, I've got to say.
I mean, I'm not sure what he's complaining of a foul, I think, to the referee there. But look, if you're going to come that far out your box to try and punch, then people are not going to get out the way just to let you come through. How is that not a foul on Wilson? Anyway, we get the ball, and it's now with the goal scorer, Sean Longstaff. He's got Anthony Gordon wide. It's a lovely ball across from Sean Longstaff. The defender didn't know whether to go and clear it or not. It turns out he didn't. Byrne did an overlap there. Anthony Gordon. That's horrible tackle from behind. That is cynical as they come.
Dirty,
and he is going to be booked for that. That is a horrible challenge. That's from behind as well, Billy. That's awful tackle, that. No chance of winning the ball. That is dangerous, man.
It studs up, yes. Oh, dear, that's shocking.
Right in the back of his knee. That is horrible. I mean, it's Anal himself, of course, but he literally tried to climb himself into Gordon's ass there. That was a horrible challenge.
Yeah, he slid in from behind there, Anal, didn't he?
Luckily for us that Gordon's okay. By the way, Sunderland are losing at home to Cardiff at the moment, 1-0.
Oh, what a shame, isn't it?
Yes, very. Now, we need to take advantage of this. We've got some big men in the penalty area. Let's see where Trippier puts this free kick. Is it going to be in a dangerous place? In it comes. It's a good free kick. Oh, and it's just wide. Wilson and Botman inches away from getting a touch on it. And that was a brilliant free kick from Kieran Trippier.
That's a superb set piece, isn't it? He did that.
Whisker of just turning it in.
He's entitled to expect someone to get the foot on that. That's a brilliant free kick.
Indeed. Whipped sort of in swinger with pace.
Oh, dear.
And that's a terrible giveaway from them. But Miggy's on the ball. Not a great ball for Gordon. And but we're getting into this game now, Billy. That goal seems to have been definitely give us the lift that we needed.
Yeah, more by their mistakes than ours. Great play, but yeah, we look a bit better now than we did. A bit of confidence in there, and let's hope we can maintain it and go further forward.
Absolutely. Anyway, the ball is with Botman, level with his own penalty area here. Turns, clips the ball forward, looking for Callum Wilson. Wilson, great touch, holds the ball up. Great strength by Callum. And now Anderson brings the ball forward for Newcastle. Miggy making a run, he's got Gordon on the left. Here is Anthony Gordon. Again, going straight down to the byline at 110 mile an hour and wins a corner for Newcastle United.
Brilliant,
great direct play again by Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic bit of positive wing play there. And the defender could have left it into the goalkeeper there, but he didn't.
Well, I think the goalkeeper gave him a shout, judging by Anal's look at him. Anoy, thanks for another £5 super chat. He says, have another fiver for the Mackems being behind. Thank you very much, Anoy.
I think they've lost according to Irish Toon. I think that's full time.
Yeah, well, it kicked off at 3, so it will be finished now. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. In the Valley. Well, it's actually at the Stadium of Shite, isn't it? Anyway, Trippier plays the ball short into Miggy. Miggy, that's a lovely move from Newcastle, and it bounces off. I think it hit Anderson, Fabian Schär, and Sheffield United claiming offside or handball or something, but that could have gone in the net, Billy.
Fantastic corner routine, that one, isn't it? This is not one we've seen before.
Certainly is. Totally caught Sheffield United out. Bruno makes the run off the post, plays it back to Trips. Trips then goes into Miggy. Good left foot shot. Then hits Schär. And it's tipped over the bar.
Oh, there's no opinion for handball against Schär, but his hands
his hands were down. There's no way.
If it would have gone in, it would have been disallowed, but it didn't. So we got a corner.
So Newcastle with Trippier again taking the corner. It's again an in swinger over the back post and in the net. And it's Dan Burn.
Play the music.
It's Dan Burn! Brilliant header! And Newcastle are 2-0 in front. Take that, you twats! Sheffield United 0, Newcastle United 2, Billy Bob.
Yes, another fantastic set piece, and Dan Burn at the back post, getting his head in amongst the boots and got it into an empty net, really. And he's been held back as well, which is even better. Brilliant header, great corner. Trippier's set piece has been on point so far, and 2-0 to Newcastle somehow.
Look at him, he's getting pulled, but his desire to get on the end of that ball, Billy. And listen, I know I've been critical of him, but by God, did he work his ass off to get on the end of that ball and a bullet header into the back of the net. And Newcastle now are in control, Billy, at 2-0. And we have now started to move a little bit and play some good football.
Yeah,
set piece lifted goal. A cloud.
Yes, definitely, without a doubt. After we scored the first goal, the definite rise in confidence. The football's a lot better. And a couple of great set pieces there, instrumented by Kieran Trippier, and we're 2 up now. It's fantastic. Really good.
Indeed, we are. Annoy, thank you for another £5 super chat, another fiver, another goal. And stop calling me he, unless Danielle Byrne scored. So, thank you. Wow. Phil Gow, who's been a member for 17 months, says, go, the Toon. Absolutely. Listen, since we scored that goal, we've been in complete command of this football game, and we've played some nice football, but it's the run of Gordon, Billy. It's his direct running. When he gets the ball, he just wants to take that man on.
Yes, I'm glad that I'm not glad he got injured, Harvey Barnes, but Gordon offers more of a threat, doesn't he? Without any shadow of a doubt.
Oh, clearly. Another £5 from George T. Thank you, George. A great header by Dan Byrne. Now we're off. Indeed, we are motoring.
Let's take advantage. Let's get 3 or 4 or 5 against these. Come on, we can do this.
Come on, absolutely.
And we're
devoid of confidence here. Anthony Gordon's won the ball back. Brilliant from Gordon. Wilson fluffs it. Oh, what a chance for 3-0. Brilliant again from Anthony Gordon. And it should have been 3. Oh, that's nasty. That's very nasty. And Newcastle are not happy here.
Red card coming here for that number 19.
Trippier is furious.
Got to be off for that.
That's an awful tackle again, and it's left the Newcastle. I'm not sure who it is in the heap. I think it's Longstaff. It's got to be a red card, that. It's a filthy foul, and Trippier's right in the referee's face.
He's giving him a yellow.
Oh, God almighty. Robinson has gone in. It's an awful challenge. That's got to be a red. Trippier now having a word with Robinson. We've just seen it again. Oh, come on. I mean, wow. I'm not sure what to make of that, Billy. He won the ball, but it's his right leg that catches Longstaff. Look.
It's a red card. I'm sorry, that's a red. That's 2 red cards they should have had.
That is extremely dangerous tackle.
It's a red card. That's a red card. It's looking.
They'll claim that he got the ball first, of course. So Robinson has been. How many bookings we had in this game, Billy? I keep forgetting to put the yellows on.
I think they've had 2, haven't they, Sheffield United? They should have had a few more, and the referees bottled that. And VAR should have helped him out there.
No,
he's hit his standing leg. It's a breaking leg tackle. That should be off.
Yep, absolutely. Disgraceful decision. But what it does give us is a free kick in another very dangerous position. Miggy over the ball with Kieran Trippier now. Yeah, Miggy's walked away now. So it's Kieran Trippier now with a free kick for Newcastle United. And this is going to come into the box again. Will he try and pick out Big Dan Byrne again? No, it's gone near post! Make that 3-0 to Newcastle! And Sven Botman has his first goal for the Toon! It's 3-0! Get in the net, Sven, son! And take that again, you twats! Newcastle United 0, Sheffield United, Sheffield, what the hell's going on, Billy? Sheffield United 0, Newcastle 3. It's Sven Botman's first, and that's because Alex didn't pick him to score.
100%. It's a fantastic set piece again. Kieran Trippier's set pieces today have been on point, haven't they?
Oh, they've been magnificent.
I think the keeper should get that, you know. But
That's
it's a great flick. To
I mean, I knew the minute it left his head, Billy, I said the keeper's not getting to that. That's going in.
100%.
Brilliant header right in the corner, and Fotheringham just diving in for fresh air. And we are 3-0 up. But what a delivery again.
Poor defending, though, isn't it? I mean, the bloke that's marking.
I don't give a shit about the defending, Billy, quite honestly.
He's not even looking at the ball, though.
Dear me. 3-0 after, 36 minutes gone. The goal was timed at 34:48. Jonathan Francois, thank you for a $5 super chat. He says, Botman and Byrne never score any headers and they get 2 in the same match. Absolutely. I mean, I wonder what bet you would have got for them 2 to score, Billy.
Yeah, it'd been big prices, wouldn't it? But I mean, it's funny, isn't it? We haven't really played that well, but the past 15 minutes...
We've dominated the last 15, Billy. We've absolutely dominated.
Callum Wilson should have scored another, so we should really be more ahead, really.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Wilson thing ended up with a free kick, didn't it? So, and we're breaking away again now with Sean Longstaff, who's got so much room here. Barry the Bee, thank you for your $4.99. He says, I never thought I'd see the day. Botman, you beautiful man. Anna, he says, another $5. Dirty effing bar stewards have another 5 while the keeper kind of stands there. Billy, this is... I mean, we're in again here, Anthony Gordon. There's another player down. Gordon's gone down looking for the penalty. It's not given.
I think you got a ball.
I mean, I don't give it. We are all over them now, Billy. We are just absolutely nailing them to the wall. George T, thank you for another tenner. A bonus donation for Botman's first goal for us. Thank you very much, George. Guys, do subscribe if you're new to the channel.
He hasn't got the ball. That's a penalty.
No, that's a penalty kick.
That's a penalty kick.
VAR are going to have to give that back.
Penalty kick, mate. All day long.
There's no doubt that is a penalty kick. It's a terrible tackle. And if we don't get a penalty here, I am crying conspiracy.
I don't know what the referees are looking at. If they could not see that as a penalty. That's a penalty kick. And they've not given it.
Looking at... Oh, that's disgraceful. How is that not a penalty?
Doesn't matter.
Well, Wilson's in. Oh, just... And again, Wilson taken out late.
That's pathetic. I mean, that is a blatant penalty all day, every day of the week.
Oh, that's outrageous. Mary, thank you for your £5 super chat. She says, can we make this 6, please? Let the good times roll. Ref, you need a date with Specsavers, you blind fecker. We've also had a $4.99 super chat from Tyson. Could this turn into a spanking? Well, it's a spanking already. I mean, we should have had a penalty there. No doubt in my mind, Billy, that is a shocking decision.
Well, it's not just the referee, it's VAR as well, isn't it? He's took his legs, he's not played the ball. And yeah, he's managed to see that as a free kick.
And now Miggy it was a late tackle by Miggy. There's no card there, but that's Miggy's first offence of the game, to be fair.
You can't convince me that VAR aren't anti-Newcastle. They are, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
I will never know in my million years how that isn't a penalty. Look, you know, we'll say if it wasn't a penalty, Billy, you turned around and said, I think he got the ball. You know, we'll be honest when we see it, but then when we see a replay of that, it's disgusting. It's a penalty.
Outrageous.
Jonathan, thanks for another $2 super chat. He says they didn't give us the penalty because we're 3-0 up. Sheffield United have a corner now. Longstaff brilliantly back in helping out the defence.
Been very good today, Sean. He
has. Jock Barr, thank you for being a member for 7 months. He says, I'm bloody loving this. Who isn't, Jock? Who isn't? Please do subscribe if you're new and you're enjoying the watch along, guys. It's free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps the channel immensely, as do the thumbs up. So thank you in advance for that, guys. Get subscribing to the Toon review. Corner for Sheffield United. Driven in. Headed away by Dan Byrne. The mighty oak tree at the back for Newcastle United today. Hey, listen, I'm happy as Larry to praise Dan Byrne. I'm sick of criticising. I'm really happy to praise him.
Oh, referee, come on.
And now Bruno taken out, and Sheffield United have clearly lost the effing plot here, Billy.
They just keep trying to kick us off the pitch, aren't they? They're a physical side, but they're losing 3-0 and they've lost their heads. The referee should really get his cards out and start disciplining these Sheffield United players, or someone's going to get seriously hurt. Someone's going to get seriously hurt, yeah.
I think that's what Trippier is saying to the referee. That something needs to happen here because you know, the way they're going in at challenges and stuff. And did you see that? Look at that. Water bottle thrown at Anderson there.
From where?
Watch there.
From the crowd, yeah.
That's disgraceful, Sheffield United.
Shithouse club.
Absolutely shocking. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, let's just go through that. Jack Robertson should have been sent off for that tackle on Longstaff.
Yeah.
A blatant penalty turned down. You know, the referee's bottled this, and Sheffield United think they've got carte blanche to kick us from pillar to post at the minute. And they have.
Stuart Atwell's just a. Is it Stuart Atwell, the referee?
I don't know who it is. Yeah, if it's Stuart Atwell, he's shit. Nuneaton.
Anyway, we're 3-0 up. We're 4 minutes away from half time, and whatever time is added on. Newcastle will be certainly nursing some bruises in the dressing room, but Sheffield United are in here. Good player by Nick Pope, but the offside flag. I thought he must have been miles offside there.
There's a Vortex super chat you've missed, apparently.
Sorry?
The Vortex super chat you've missed.
The Vortex. Well, let me have a look. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Vortex. Dan Botman and Sven Byrne making up for last season. Thank you for your £2 super chat, Vortex. Much appreciated, my man. And I do apologise for missing that, but it's been quite a very exciting...
How are you not giving a free kick for that, referee? It's pathetic. Great tackle.
Yes, Anderson. And then get in, Botman. Come on. Get back at these twats. Get in, son. Come on.
That's it. Now play football. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're taking no shite from you, you bunch of dirty mofos. Here's Gordon bursting in. He's got Wilson wide. Wilson! Good save, foddering him. But great movement again from Newcastle United. And it could have been 4. I think Wilson will be disappointed he hasn't got one, Billy.
Of course he will be, yeah. He's looking to chip the keeper there, but...
Fodderingham did well, to be fair to him. Came out, closed the angle down really well.
Lovely
ball from Gordon, who's been magnificent since he come on. He's changed the game, Anthony Gordon, Billy.
That pace he's got, it's a killer, isn't it?
Rod B, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says, top commentary, lads. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Newcastle United 3-0 up as we approach the halftime whistle. Since Anthony Gordon's come on, he has been absolutely... He's changed the game for us. Totally different dynamic since he's come on. He's just gone for the throat every time. In comes the corner from Trippier. Whipped in. What a ball. And Gordon hits a shot, which has flew over the bar. But Kieran Trippier on point today with his deliveries. No doubt about it. Jonathan Francois, thank you yet again for another $2 super chat. Anthony Gordon is incredible. Player of the season so far. Hard to vote against that, I think.
Yeah, it's either him or Trippier, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Trippier is Trippier. Of course, the Newcastle-Man City game is live on Sky Sports as well, but we will have the commentary right here on the Toon Review, so you can watch the game again, knock the commentary off Sky, listen to the best commentary for Newcastle United right here on the Toon Review, and watch the game on Sky. But at the moment, we have Bruno on the ball, just settling things down, lays it down to Botman. Botman now to Dan Byrne. Byrne has Anthony Gordon in support. Gordon on his right foot turns inside. Good play by Gordon. Lovely ball inside to Miggy. And he will go wide again for Trippier. Trippier has Sean Longstaff in support. On to Bruno now. Longstaff drops into the 6th position. Longstaff now. Lovely ball out wide for Elliot Anderson. Anderson brings it down fantastically well. Cuts inside now on his right foot. Anderson, he's got a lot of space here. Trippier calling for the ball. It's late to Longstaff. He then goes back to Share. Just complete control from Newcastle United. This is last season's football. This is what we want to see. Here's Anderson. Left foot shot. It actually hit Callum Wilson. I have a feeling that was going in, Billy. Anyway, Sheffield United now try and break. Nicely brought down, but a handball, says the referee. I mean, the football we're playing in the last 20 minutes, Billy, has been superb. It has. We started off rocky. But since that substitution, we have just looked a different side.
Yes, we have. Since the introduction of Gordon, yeah, we've got more threat, and we're playing some nice stuff at times. And of course, added to that, the set pieces. Yeah, fantastic.
Well, the 45 minutes are coming up. We're just about to see how long we're going to play now for injury time as Newcastle come forward again. Anderson lays it off now to Miggy, who's playing on the other side. 6 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half.
Yeah, we had Barnes down, didn't we? We've had Longstaff down, so yeah.
3 goals as well. Yep, I can understand that. Channel Right, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. Well done, Byrne. Indeed, he's played very, very well today. And here is Elliot Anderson in so much space. He's got Gordon to his left. Here is Gordon. Anderson then on the overlap. Gordon cuts inside. Lays it back to Bruno. Bruno's then got support from Almiron. Sorry, from Longstaff. Longstaff gets a bit tied up on the edge of the box, but does well. Bruno to Miggy. Miggy's looking to curl one on his left. It was never on, Miggy. Come on. Especially when you had Anderson screaming for the ball on the left. And Sheffield United eventually win a free kick.
Nonsense decision. 6'7" Dan Burn against a 5'3", and he's pushed him in the back. I don't think so.
He won the header clearly there. Dan Burn looks across and says, "What the hell, referee?" Anyway, play goes on. Good ball down the line, that. But again, Fabian Schär there to cut it out, just rolls it to Trippier. Sheffield United have just got nothing in the tank at the minute. They have been absolutely dispatched in this first half so far by a fabulous display since Anthony Gordon. Oh, what a turn that was by Elliot Anderson. And Wilson got the ball now, and Gordon now down the left-hand side. He's got options to his right-hand side. Gordon may want to go all by himself here. Here's Longstaff, out to Miggy. Overlap from Trippier. Trippier's overhit it. That's the first bad ball from the skipper today, but we'll let him off for that one. Ian Badman, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, great commentary, Paul and Billy. How are the lads? Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. He must be delighted anyhow, Billy.
Yeah, definitely. The past 20 minutes have been fantastic. Absolutely outstanding. Let's hope we can get another couple and put this game to bed. Because, I mean, if they get the next goal, there's still a little bit of worry there. But at the minute, they don't look like getting anywhere near our goal, do they? It's been superb for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Absolutely loving it at the minute. I have to say, loving it, Billy.
The balance is right in midfield,
Yeah.
which is what we haven't seen all season.
Yeah. Headed down, and Sheffield United just launched the ball forward with an up and under. Trippier will deal with that all day. 6 minutes, by the way, of injury time. If you're just joining us, we're in the 47th minute and 25 seconds. As Sheffield United desperately tried to get something back in this game. Great work by Bruno. Tenacious as ever to win the ball back and then wins the throw in. Brilliant from Bruno there, Billy.
He's been fantastic this first half again, hasn't he? He's really pulled the strings. Some of the stuff he's done has been outstanding.
And, well, Sheffield United players just wondering what the hell has hit them this afternoon. I mean, look, it's just been dominant. We can't say anything else. The first 15 minutes, first 10 minutes, I guess, were a bit ropey, Billy. But after 10 minutes, we bring on Gordon for the injured Harvey Barnes, and he's transformed the game. He's given us such an attacking outlet. And we just everybody's wanting the ball. Even Dan Burns up front now. James McCarthy, thank you for your €2. Just checking how the super chats work. Well, there you go. You found out, mate. Oh, slightly. And Sean's trying to keep. And it's a corner to Newcastle.
Brilliant from Sean.
Brilliant effort. And in fact, he's given a goal kick. He says the ball went out. Sean disagrees. He got round the keeper, then fell over. That's not gone out
That's
at
not
all.
gone out of play at all. No, it hasn't.
I mean, whatever. But what a first half Sean Longstaff's had. And you have to, that goal he scored there was, the first goal we got, Billy, was, I mean, he swept that in the back of the net like old school Sean Longstaff used to.
Yeah, very, very similar to the goal against, the goals against Southampton, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been very, very good today. And in fact, the past 3 games been really good.
He's been improving every single time he's played.
And we always say when they win a game, that's when he gets into the swing of things. Been superb today.
I think Anderson's been excellent as well. He hasn't been mentioned as much as what we've mentioned, like Gordon, etc. But the work he's got through in midfield has been absolutely incredible.
I'd like to see Elliot get a goal. He deserves one, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Callum deserves. Callum's been on fire as well up front. He's held the ball up so well, and very, very unlucky not to score. To be fair, he should have scored the first opportunity he had. As he tries to jump into Bruno and ends up hitting the brick wall. Brilliant. Oh, look at that from Bruno. Brilliant. They've lost the ball eventually, but that was just the ultimate. He tried knocking Bruno off the ball. It was like hitting the brick wall. He fell to the floor, and Bruno then just spun around and said, yeah, get lost, pal. Predator, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says, hi, Paul and Billy, loving the commentary, but unfortunately going to have to turn the chat off. Far too many spoilers. Well, the chat's behind by 60 seconds. So I may have to change that, Billy, and make it even more.
Yeah. I mean,
stop putting spoilers in, guys. Why do you do it? Just wait till we've commentated on it. There's no need to spoil it for anybody. But of course, you can knock the chat off, Predator, if you do wish, but still watch the show, of course. You don't have to have the chat on. Of course, if you don't like if the spoilers are coming in, but unfortunately, we try and do as much as we can about it, but some people just have, not considerate to others, I guess. Anyway, we've got about 30 seconds remaining of the additional time in the first half. What a first half it's been indeed. We just look like we can score every time we go forward at the minute. And we're coming forward again. Anderson, lovely pass through to Gordon. Look at that pace from Anthony Gordon. He cuts in on his right, deflected and tipped over by Fotheringham. And it could have been 4. Brilliant work between Anderson and Gordon. Look at Gordon's shirt ripped wide open.
Yeah, they've had to kick from pillar to post, haven't they? One last set piece for the end of the half, then let's see if we can get the fourth.
I mean, brilliant combination again between Anderson and Gordon, Billy. And he has been an absolute game changer, Anthony Gordon. I mean, his shirt's ripped and he's blown the full halftime whistle before we can get that corner in. I'm not going to kick off about that, to be honest, because we're 3-0 up, Billy. Sum that first half up for us, my man.
10 minutes into the game, you would never predicted this was going to be the scoreline at half time because we were sloppy. Sheffield United were first to the ball. We encouraged them for a while. But as the game went on, we started to get more control of the game and ended up with the first goal. And before that, we had another couple of chances, but great finish from Longstaff. Great finish from Byrne at a corner and another free kick, which led to Sven Botman's first goal for the club. Fantastic set pieces, fantastic football at times, and let's hope we can get a few more second half because that music's great to hear.
It's brilliant, isn't it, when we score? I mean, we were complaining. We said we just want to see some goals today so we can play the music more. And to be fair, the lads have responded superbly. I mean, look, as much as we don't want to see anybody get injured, Billy, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because as soon as Barnes went off and on comes Anthony Gordon and his direct play just changed the game. He just went for that defender as soon as he came on and set up the first goal. And we've never looked back since. We just controlled the game since then.
His pace is such a threat. The right back hasn't got a clue what to do with him. He can't match him for pace. He's also got a bit of trickery. He's cutting inside. He's gone on the outside. He's been the catalyst for everything we've done. But that midfield's been fantastic also. Bruno Elliott and Sean Longstaff. The three of them have been superb for the last 25, 30 minutes. Controlled the game. And, of course, we've got Kieran Trippier's set pieces, which have been assists for 2 of the goals, which all round is pretty good, isn't it?
Winnie Wynn says, Billy is spoiling a tiny bit. He's 2 seconds in front of Paul. I'm watching Billy to see if we score. He's not. But never mind. Never mind. Rory fan Paul says, greetings from Malta on holiday. Well, I'm sure you're enjoying it even more at the moment. Absolutely incredible. I mean, Billy, what we do have to say is, Shane, thank you very much for your $2 Australian super chat. $2.99, sorry. He says, because Botman done a sew when he scored. He did. We missed that. He did. But we do have to say about Sheffield United's tactics, Billy, because they are going for us hell for leather. I mean, there should have been a red card there for me, but instead they've got 2 yellows, and I mean we've got to be careful not to get injured here because and I think that's what Kieran Trippier was saying to the referee, around 10 minutes before the end of the half there, just telling the referee, saying, look, you've got to calm these guys down, or somebody's going to get seriously hurt.
Well, he's bottled out of 2 massive decisions, the referee and VAR also. Because that Jack Robertson tackled a red card all day long. Could have broke Sean Longstaff's leg. He got his standing leg 2-footed. It's a red card. Absolutely 100%. The penalty for Gordon is also a certain surefire penalty. If you're not giving penalties for that, then you're not going to give a penalty at all, I don't think. Ridiculous VAR, ridiculous refereeing. And the officials, once again, are against us. And despite that, we're still 3 up. But the referee needs to start protecting our players because they are kicking us from pillar to post.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Guys, please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying what you're seeing. Lots of Newcastle United content and football content on this channel, of course. And we are now about to do our announcement. I did say we had something to announce at halftime, but first of all, Dr. House, thank you for your £5 super chat. Hi, Paul and Billy. Great half from the lads. Let's get a couple more goals. Love the commentary. Thank you very much, Dr. House. And we've had a £15 super chat from Spike Milligan. Spike's a big donator to the channel. Brill commentary should have been at least 5. Thank you very much, Spike. We've also had, where has it gone? I think I've lost it. It wasn't a super chat, but
it was Mr. Reaction's membership, I believe.
Oh, that hasn't come up on mine. Jimmy Barr has been a member for 2 months. Much better in the final third from the lads. Great to see the Rolls Royce not in his first of many for the Toon. How are the lads? DJ Ellison, thank you very much for being a member for a month so far. Anthony Gordon is on fire. Shame for Barnes. Like, these are shocking, and they're there for the taking. Just don't give them a sniff second half. Confidence building for us. Yeah, that's important. We don't do that. Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen. Much appreciated over there in Japan. 2 defender goals finally. Absolutely. And of course, in comes Samsonite Dove with his 52.40 Danish kroner, which of course works out at £6.10. That's for the first half, and the commentary deserves it. Thank you very much, Samsonite. Right, we have a bit of an announcement. Oh, Mr. Reactions, member for 3 months. Well, I'm absolutely buzzing, mean man. I'm grinning like a Cheshire cat. Well, make sure you get on the fan forum at the end of the week. You missed it. Right, very big announcement to make on the channel. We've got nearly 2,000 watching, so we're going to announce it today. As you know, you guys voted for us in the Football Content Awards for 2023. You voted for us to get to the finals, which will be held at Anfield Stadium on I believe, the 16th of November. We have made it. We are in the finals of the Football Content Awards for 2023. Thanks to you. Thanks to every single one of you guys who voted for us. We are there. We will be representing Newcastle United and the Toon Review alongside some other YouTubers in November at Anfield. We are in the final of the Football Content Awards, and the category that we're in is best content for Premier League teams. So Premier League content, best podcast, that is what we're in for. So voting will open tomorrow for that, and it's open until early October as well. So plenty of time to get your votes in. But of course, we'll put a link up tomorrow night's show. We'll put a link up in everything we do on social media as well for you guys to vote for us. We are in there. We are in for Best Podcast Premier League. So we will give you instructions how to vote for us if you do so wish to do that in the coming hours, probably tomorrow morning, because the voting goes live from noon. But we are there, and it's all down to you guys. We have made it through to the finals. There is a top 3 as well when we get to the final, so hopefully we can get one of those. It'll be absolutely incredible. So, thank you so much for everything you do for this channel, guys. I really do mean that. The support and all the work we put in, it all comes together, and it's down to you guys. So I really, really, really do appreciate it. As does Billy, as does Alex, as do the off-camera staff, our mods and Susan and everybody's connected with the channel. 2 years running now, we've made the finals, which is really incredible. Considering we don't have, although we're heading towards 24,000 subscribers, there's a lot bigger YouTubers on there. We know that. But we are up there, we're in there, and we're heading to Anfield in November. So thank you so much, each and every one of you. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart, because never did we think we'd get to where we are. Dr. Spoons, thank you for your 199 super chat. He says, congratulations, Paul, Billy, and Alex. You deserve it. Also, Vortex, I think, has sent another one in. And that's a £2 super chat. Congrats on the Content Awards. Well deserved. Thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate that. We are, well, as I say, we'll give you instructions on how to vote tomorrow. And then it's over to you guys again, basically. There is judges' votes as well. So, it's sort of votes come from you, votes come from judges. And we're just proud to be there again and represent all our subscribers, all our viewers. Thank you so much. James McCarthy, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for joining up. Noxie, thank you. Dave Bowman, thank you very much. Ian, thank you very much. Clark, he says, should get Hall on, Livermento and Murphy on. I would do that, Billy. I'd make those changes at halftime.
Yeah, potentially to save them from being kicked to death, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could change them all, I would. But we can't, unfortunately, because they're pretty physical, and they're losing. They're not in a good mood. They're kicking us from pillar to post. Yeah, I'd certainly get Drippy off. I'd certainly get Burn off. Let's see the lads that we've bought for the future. Let's see what they're like. Yeah,
absolutely. Brazza says, well done. I voted for you. Thank you very much. Jimmy Barr, thank you for your $14.99 Australian dollars. He says, looking for subs second half. Please, no injuries. Congrats on the finals call-up, lads. You had my vote. Well deserved. Got to get on for a Face the Lads this week if I'm up. Keep up the great work. Well, Face the Lads is our fan forum, of course, and that is every Friday night. You get the opportunity to come on and join the hosts for around 5 or 6 minutes individually to have a chat about Newcastle. So you can have a proper sort of one-to-one with us instead of so many people being on. I mean, I know some people like the whole getting everybody on at once, but you know, we're doing it a bit differently this season, and it's you know, the positives have far outweighed the negatives anyway on that. So people like to come on, have their say, and then disappear and watch the rest of the show. Frost Hammer, thank you very much for your €10. Elliot Anderson starting to sparkle, brilliant character from the lad, and very positive management from Howe. Throwing him in. Call me Frosty. Nothing to do with West Ham. Congrats on the awards. Thank you very much, Frosty. Much appreciated. Woofer FS1, thank you very much for your £10 super chat. Well done, guys. You really deserve it. You should be bloody proud 2 years in a row. Thank you very, very much, Woofer. Yeah, we are proud, but we're also proud of the support that we get from you guys, because we wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you. So, you know, you guys keep coming back and enjoying the shows we put on and taking part in the shows in the chat. You know, we've got to know so many years through the chat. It's incredible, really. But you know what? It's not just the three of us on camera. You know, the mods behind the camera do an incredible job, giving up the time for every show. It's a real big family. You know, not just the mods and obviously Susan, who puts in so much work to the channel with, you know, the merchandise and all that stuff we've had out in the past. You know, hopefully we'll get some more of that out very soon. There's so many aspects of the Toon review behind the scenes that people don't see that we have to give credit to. No problem, Bill. See you in a minute, Muddy. So, you know, so many people we have to credit. But as I say, we love you guys so much. Toon says, nice work, Paul. This is the best NUFC channel, hands down. Thank you very, very much. £5 super chat from Johnny Ola. Thank you. We should bring Hall and Livermento on the hour mark. Yeah, I agree. We should get them on very, very soon. Irish Toon says, congrats, guys, on your nomination. Shame it's at Anfield. Make sure you park in a well-lit area or no more wheels on your motor. Yeah, I was thinking about taking a hovercraft. Maybe that'll do it. Call Me Swift says, surely that deserves a like on the stream. Absolutely. If you're happy for us, then please do hit that thumbs up. Very important that we keep those coming in, guys. And I know I keep rabbiting on about likes and stuff like that, but trust me, I have to, because that's a big part of the success that the channel will have. If we get a lot of likes on shows, then YouTube promote the channel in the search results and more people get to find the channel. So although I keep bleating on about it all the time, that's the reason. It's really, really important. 5-0 says Vincent. We want blood. Yes, we do. Definitely. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Really do appreciate that. Phil says, please have an arm wrestle with Rubenstein for Top Toon Content Award. I'm not going to arm wrestle Rob. I mean, you know, I'd beat Rob in an arm wrestle, and I think Rob would know that. But Rob's a good guy. I don't actually know. I think Adam put out that he's in up for a category as well, but I don't know of any others yet, because obviously it's announced properly tomorrow on the actual website who the finalists are. So we'll be on the website tomorrow, and they release that. But obviously we can tell you tonight because it's starting tomorrow. So you guys need to know when to start voting. Billy, I'll be back in 2 seconds, buddy.
Okie dokie. Yeah, we'll do a few comments while Paul's gone to get a drink or whatever he's gone to do. We'll go from this one. Gary Crossman says, Chris Basham, the Mackham, the Blaze defender, eat it up, boom. Indeed. So yeah, it's been great to see, hasn't it? Three goals up at half time. The confidence is flooding back. Kevin Bewey says, Paul, Billy, Alex, and Mods, you keep me going. I'm going to rehab, and the channel will get me through it. We will do, mate. Absolutely. We'll be here for you whenever you want us, mate. You know, every night with us, virtually every week, we do a show. Congratulations, boys. Great achievement. I love watching this channel from over here in Milan. Makes me feel close to home. It must have been a good place to be last Tuesday, Monday, local hero. Can I just do a shout out to one of our subscribers, Optimal Forager over in Japan? Sent me a couple of Beatles albums, Japanese imports, red vinyl, look like real rare albums. Hard Day's Night in Abbey Road. Thanks, that mate. Really appreciate that kind gesture. Came in the post this week, so thank you for that. Just how great our subscribers are.
Susan must have got the shopping in because she's just sent some drinks through. So I'm struggling on a tiny little bit of water and a cup of coffee. And then I noticed Lily brought a bag in before and just looked around the corner with a bag of a couple of drinks. So thanks, Susan. I appreciate that because my throat is, going mental here. Sophia, thank you very much for your £10 super sticker. That is much appreciated. DJ, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. Congrats, lads. Best Toon talk show by a mile. Thank you very much. We have the best viewers by a mile, quite honestly. And we're about to start the second half. So if you are joining us, keep it on pause until I say, right, we're underway. And then you'll be synced with me and Billy Bob. Longstaff is going to take the kickoff. We are going from right to left in this second half. I don't think Newcastle have made any changes, to be honest. Referee's just checking everybody's on the pitch. And we are underway.
Change your screen, mate.
Yes. There you go. Okay. Scoreboard back on. Jamie Barton says, I've just found the channel while away in the USA on a work trip. Might have to tune in for every game now. Congrats. Thank you very much. Roadblock, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Much appreciated, my friend. And he says, congrats, lads. Newcastle just on the attack here. Cleared, sort of cleared by Sheffield United, up and under. Congrats, lads. How far you and the club have came since the takeover. You add so much to the fan experience. What a time to be a Geordie. How are the lad? That's very kind, Roadblock. Thank you very much. Really appreciate all your comments. Honestly, you guys are just incredible. Anyway, we have Elliot Anderson on this left-hand side now. Rolls it into Anthony Gordon. Plays a lovely ball to the other side now to Kieran Trippier. Billy, I don't know about you, but the passing just looks to be back. You know, the confidence is back. And this is what we've been waiting for. He is Sean Longstaff right down near the corner flag on the right-hand side, looking for help and gets it from Trippier. Trippier then, he's got a nice little ball into Miggy. Miggy plays it across. Just couldn't reach Anthony Gordon there. But look how we're pressing and standing up, Billy. We're giving them not a second. This is old school Newcastle from last season.
It is, yeah. It's not simple passes either. It's difficult, long passes. They're all crisp. They're all on point yet again. You know, it's been a great start for the second half for us, really. I
mean, you can tell. You can tell that the confidence is back. You know, it may be people will come at us and say, oh, yeah, it was only Sheffield United. But, you know, Sheffield United have given Man City a game. Man City scored with a few minutes left to win the game.
Yeah, Spurs were fortunate against them, you know. Yeah. So, you know, this is a statement. This is really a statement. Obviously, if you can maintain it. Well, I haven't won the game yet, but I don't want to start pissing about.
Yeah, Botman's passing there to Bruno was a little bit on the hospital side, but we get away with it. Nice ball out to Elliot Anderson now. He's got Dan Burn motoring along. Look at where Dan Burn's gone.
They ignore him, don't they,
let's not get carried away, eh?
They ignore him sometimes, don't they? He goes galloping on.
But hey, he's had a brilliant game today, Dan Burn, and he's actually got the second goal as well with a wonderful header at the far post from a corner. Kieran Trippier's deliveries have been absolutely sensational today, it's fair to say.
Pope did well there.
Yes, he did. Nice little pass out. That's a lovely ball over the top. Miggy's after it, but just a little too much pace on it from Kieran Trippier. Sheffield United, I mean, what do you think? Who was it? Heckingbottom would have said at half-time, Billy. What can he say to motivate his men? Well,
concentrate on your football and stop kicking them. You know, try and... You know, you come in to fight. You're supposed to be playing football, and they're not.
Yeah. Well, there's Anthony Gordon winning the ball back again. By the way, Sheffield United have made a change. They've brought Traore on. I'm not sure who's gone off for them, but Traore is on. What he'll have been saying, Billy, is surely to try and get an early goal in the second half, get the fans back up.
They've changed the system. They've gone from a back three, 5 wing backs. And gone with 2 up front now, so that's what they've done.
Oh, if Trippier can bring in Miggy here, he's away down the right-hand side, but he doesn't use him. He's used him as a dummy run. Trippier fires a ball to the left-hand side. Brilliant header by Callum Wilson to Anthony Gordon now on the edge of the box. Gordon cuts back onto his right. Little 1-2 with Sean, just intercepted. Great idea. Anderson now into Sean again. Sean, nice little play. He's tripped up. Referee says no foul. Fuck off, referee! You absolute monster of a bell end. That's shocking.
That's out of play. Absolutely. This referee, I'm sure he's got cataracts. Serious to God.
Well, something's seriously wrong with him. It's a disgrace, that, to be honest, because he was in there. Anyway, Longstaff's gone to have a word with him, but absolutely shocking, Billy. Shocking.
If he thought Long's have a dive, why isn't he booking him?
Well,
It's a foul.
I mean,
That's poor.
Rachel says her partner James has just said it's not just the best Newcastle channel, it's the best football channel. Thank you very much, James.
Referee, come
on, referee! I mean, these are cynical tackles, Billy. They're
I
not
don't
just.
think this ref's going to be satisfied until one of our players stretch it off. He's letting them get away with
it's like that. James, I'd just like to say thank you for taking on Rachel and making her so happy. You're a good man. Rachel's very special to this channel, very special to me and Susan, and we're so happy that she's found you. So thank you very much. Paul, please, can you not swear like that? Oh, come on, man. It's passion, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Pope goes up the field, trying to get a flick on Anthony Gordon. Dan Burn then plays I think Callum's going to do well to keep that in, but again, he forces the throw in, Billy.
Yeah, just good forcing play, wasn't it? Just didn't give it up. Here comes big Dan Burn to hurl one into the box, I imagine. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it was injury time, Billy, when we goal down, probably.
Oh.
That was incredible. What a flick that was. Was that Elliot Anderson?
Yeah, the flick from him was... I mean, do you know the one who has been disappointing for me today is Miggy?
Miggy, yeah, I was going to say he's lost the ball so many times. We've won the ball back there, no foul. But again, Longstaff taken out off the play. But he's got up on his feet and starts running again. He's going to force him. In goes Miggy, brings him down on a free kick. You know what? He has been... I mean, look, he's done a lot of running. He's been energetic. He's made some good runs. Sometimes he's lost the ball carelessly, though. And, you know, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's been, to me, he's been the one that's slightly been under par. Callum Wilson's obviously missed 2 or 3 chances, but his actual general play has been fantastic. But Miggy's not really contributed much, has he?
Yeah. Cameron says, lads, can we stop whinging about Paul's language? It's not like it's advertised as a child-friendly channel. Exactly. It's football. You know, you go to a football stadium and people around you will be swearing. I'm sorry, but it's part of this channel. It's part of football. You know, if we don't show any passion, then I'm very sorry. We wouldn't be where we are. It's all about passion as a Newcastle United fan. You know, there is some kids who do Newcastle bloody content. Go and watch them if you're not happy with the language.
There's some kids who do it
channel
and swear.
Yes, absolutely. Some of them start headbutting walls and punching walls. I mean, I used to do that in Steve Bruce days, but they've gone.
He's the one I was talking about. He used the C word.
Yeah, he did, yes. And I will never use the C word, by the way. Thank you very much. I'll use general language. I'll F and shite here and there, but I will never use language like that. It's called passion. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize for being passionate about my football team. Never in a million years. And those who followed the channel for a long time will understand that me, Alex, and Billy are so passionate about Newcastle United. So there you go. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. Wear headphones or don't watch it. Simple as that. It's an adult channel.
Not that kind of adult channel, obviously.
No, absolutely not. No.
Although we do have anal on today.
And to be fair, the language only slips out when something exciting or, you know, something crazy happens in the game. It's not like we sit there effing and blinding for the whole game. You know what I mean? It's when something annoys us or something good happens. So it's exactly what would happen if you were sitting next to somebody at a football match.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's generally refereeing decisions for me.
Yeah, exactly. So come on, guys. Jesus.
It's been a few today.
Anyway, Sheffield United have the ball, and it's midway through. They've got a man over here if we're not careful. We just don't want to let that... Oh, Miggy, that's a... Surely that was a foul. Mickey's gone on his bike now, and he's down the left. Trippier. But Sheffield United win a throw in. The Sheffield United fans are... Botman's down here clutching his lower... clutching his... what looks like his right arse cheek. That's where the coccyx are, Billy. If he's got a bang on the coccyx, that's painful.
No worse than a sore coccyx. It's the way he's landed as well. It's not the foul.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's landed right on the bottom of his spine there. It's nasty.
Oh, it's the way he's landed. Oh, dear.
Oh.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's just giving his arse a rub. I mean, I don't know whether Dan Burn's gone across to ask him if he wants his arse rubbed as well. But yeah, he's got on with the game. Guys, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and like what you see. As I say, we are finalists in the Football Content Awards 2023. Thanks to you guys. But it's a great accolade to have even making the finals. So out of all the YouTube channels out there, it's incredible. So thank you. Ian, thank you very much for another 199 Super Chat. He says, don't change, Paul. You and the TTR are mint, my friend. Thank you very much, Ian. And you're a very, very good friend. And thank you so much for that and your support. Really do appreciate that. Michael Lingard, thank you for your £10 Super Chat. He says, great commentary. Let's smash some more in. Absolutely. I'd love to get 5 or 6 here, Billy.
It's there for us if we can just put the passes together. And Callum Wilson's due a couple. Christ, he's missed a couple. So
the problem we've got, Billy, is the fatigue might kick in through the second half, especially with the back four and maybe a couple of the midfielders. But when confidence is flowing like this, the adrenaline's up. You tend not to feel tiredness when you feel so confident every time you get the ball, as Anthony Gordon's lost it for the first time in this game. Good pressing again by Dan Burn. Fabulous. He's had a marvellous game today, and I'm not too proud to say it. And he's gone on the overlap. Burn. Just couldn't get it. Anderson went there. What a bit of play by Anderson to bring that down. Here he is again, looking for support. Bruno now for Newcastle. Tries to change the angle. Brilliant ball into Shea. Shea might have a go here. No, he's playing in Trippier. Trippier's ball. Wilson! It's 4-0 to Newcastle. What a goal from Callum Wilson. Shave my ass with a rusty razor. It is 4-0 to Newcastle United. And take that! We've had a £5 super chat in from Mary. He says, keep swearing and show your passion. When you love football, who cares what comes out your mouth? Well done with your awards again. Billy, what a goal.
Fantastic play from both sides of the pitch. Gordon, Anderson with 2 fantastic bits of skill involved in it. Bruno with a great bit of play too. How it went, cross came in, and there was Callum Wilson. And the reason why people think I'm ahead of you is because I could see that coming 20 seconds away.
Yeah.
That's why I mean,
when the cross came in from Trippier, Wilson's on his own. There's nobody marking Wilson, so you're going to put your house on him to score.
He should have had a hat-trick today.
Yeah, he now moves to 5th all-time Premier League scorers for Newcastle United with 42.
Only a goal behind Cole and who else it was. Can't remember who it was. Yeah.
I mean, that was just the football we played there, Billy. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was. Both sides of the pit. As I say, some of the stuff Elliot Anderson. And we're at it again as well.
Here we come again now with Sean Longstaff. Plays it inside, looking for Wilson. Well won back by Almiron. And Callum Wilson, just couldn't play Miggy in. But Wilson, I mean, Miggy would have been in there. Bless him. But we win the ball back again. God, super chats are flying in. Anoy, thanks for another £5. It's an expensive day for you. Howie, let's have Howie 5-0. Martin Watson, thank you for your £5 as well as we attack again. For fuck's sake, Paul. Boomer goal. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Long ball out to Trippier. We are just... I mean, this is breathtaking, Billy. The football we are playing here.
We're back.
Look at that. Elliot Anderson, who's had a fabulous game, now running at the defence. He's got Anthony Gordon in support. Gordon just blocked the defender cleverly. Ball to the back post, headed away. Wilson winning it back. And then it's a big up and under clearance from Sheffield United. Trippier watching it all the way.
Elliot Anderson with the Chris Waddle skills there. Did the little step overs like Chris Waddle used to do. He's had a fantastic game, Elliot Anderson, today. I mean, it's breathtaking, Billy. It really is. Yeah.
But you know what people are going to say? Oh, it's only Sheffield United. But Jesus Christ, come on.
I think Bruno's release clause is a couple of 20 million in it. Oh, it's a great ball.
Oh, what a ball into Wilson. He could have actually turned and got in on goal there. A bit of a heavy touch from Sean. And it's cleared away to touch for Sheffield United. Who these supporters must just turn around and say, wow, what can we do about this team? It's absolutely incredible. £5 from George T again. Thank you very much. Headed through the keeper's legs. He did. He could have put it any side that he wanted, and he decided to go the keeper's legs. 9 goals conceded from crosses this season from Sheffield United.
Interesting stat, yeah. People have been raving about their centre-halves. I wouldn't say that was a pretty good stat, was it? Go on,
And here
Burnley,
goes Anthony Gordon. And look at Dan Burn again on the overlap. Clips it across to the back post for Wilson. Wilson brings it down. And Sheffield United hammer the ball away. And it's another throw in deep in the Sheffield United half. This is just one-way traffic. Sheffield United have been hit by a Geordie tornado. There is no doubt about it.
This could be any score. Literally, you could put your finger in it, your hands in a bag and pull out a number. It could be anything. Could be 10. Could be 15. Could be anything.
Share goes up the line for Kieran Trippier. Trippier turns, goes lofty long ball on his left foot. First bad pass he's hit today, but it was with his left foot, to be fair to him. It's back with Foderingham, and he launches a left foot ball up straight to Kieran Trippier, whose header unfortunately goes to a United player, but we win the ball back again through Elliot Anderson. Anderson turns. Elliot Anderson. Gordon! Oh, what a save! Miggy scores, but he's offside. That's poor from Miggy, to be fair. He shouldn't be offside there. But Anthony Gordon will be kicking himself. He didn't finish that, Billy.
Yeah, we could have had another 4 or 5 here. Let's be honest. You know, he should score here. Is Miggy offside? Yeah, he is well offside.
He's miles off, yeah.
Poor play for Miggy, actually.
Yeah, he should have been better than that. But Anthony Gordon will be kicking himself. You see what he tried to do? Just roll it into the corner.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, to be honest. But
Fodderingham's
again,
been their best player. He saved him on 3 or 4 occasions, hasn't he?
Absolutely has. But the football we are playing is it's just silky, Billy. It's like those silk sheets on a bed. It is incredible.
Yeah. Brilliant for Bruno there. Oh,
strength of him, man. And then holds the ball up and lays it off. And Elliot Anderson bursting forward again to Anthony Gordon. Gordon cuts back on his right. You fancy this? Gordon scores with a wonderful curling right foot shot. And it's 5-0 to the Toon. And this is incredible. Tickle my tonsils with a lion bar. It is 5-0 to Newcastle. Billy Bob.
That's the goal of the day, isn't it? Anthony Gordon's been absolutely superb since he's come on. Cuts inside, bends one from 20 yards. Unstoppable. Foderingham can get near it. What a fantastic goal.
That is an incredible hit, Billy.
Away 5-0. There we are.
What a shot, man. And he has just been incredible since coming on. I mean, that is just a beautifully placed shot. And to be fair, you know, he's missed a really good opportunity a minute earlier. And then to hit a shot like that with so much confidence is just incredible.
I mean, the Sheffield United
look at the Sheffield United fans pouring out the ground.
Yeah, I mean, he's just missed a chance 20 times easier than what he's just scored from. This could be 10-0 now.
Oh,
I mean, it's no exaggeration, is it?
Yeah, we could score every time we go forward here. Julie J, thanks for your $5. This is more like it. Congrats on the finals. Thank you. Anoy, thank you for another $5. Get the fook in. I'm skint and loving it. Yogi Bear, thank you for your £2 super chat. Paul, my gifted 2 memberships didn't show up. Yeah, I don't have the actual live chat up on YouTube, Yogi, so I'm very, very sorry for that. But thank you so much again for gifting memberships. That is the ultimate kindness, mate. Thank you so much to give other people the chance to be a member for a month and then decide if they want to continue it. So thank you again, Yogi. Honestly, man, let me know, you know, during watch-alongs if you do that, because it doesn't show up for me, unfortunately, in StreamYard. Look at all the empty seats now, but what a bit of play that was by Bruno. Flicks it over the top again, looking for Miggy. This is just incredible stuff. I mean, it's party football. This is Champions League, people. This is why we're in the Champions League.
Yeah, the Sheffield United fans were singing before we scored our first Champions League. You're having a laugh.
Yes,
not there to sing
exactly.
anything now, are they?
George T, thank you for another $5. He says, well, that's my pension gone. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, George, but I bet you don't care, mate. I really don't think you'll care. Thank you so much. Here's Anderson, who's been brilliant today. Plays it out to Gordon. And Gordon, you know, he's going again. And he's just got pace to burn. There's another foul. The referee says no penalty. How many times are they going to take him out the game? Ridiculous, man. Good ball by Botman down to Anderson. Anderson almost does a little Peter Beardsley and gets through. He's won the ball back brilliantly. Anthony Gordon is struggling. He's limping badly. Phil Gow, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, I think we've got this. Do you think? But again, Billy, I mean, how is that not a penalty kick?
We haven't seen a replay of it yet, but it looked one to me.
Absolutely unbelievable.
I mean, don't forget, we should have had a penalty first half as well.
Yeah. Barry the Bee, thank you for your 199. He says, Bruno is back, baby. He's been superb. They've all been bloody superb. Here's Anthony Gordon again. Clips it inside now to Elliot Anderson. Gordon's limping, Billy. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll run it off. John Joe, thank you for your 499. He says, this is the Newcastle we love, and I think we should get Hall and Livramento on and give the new signings a chance. Surely they've got to come on today, Billy.
I agree. I think, and not just that, to stop Sheffield United kicking shit out of us, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Anderson working back to win that ball. That is 5-0 up, and he runs back from his own half. What a bit of play from Elliot Anderson that is. Brilliant stuff.
He's making himself undroppable in this performance.
Oh, well, how can you? How can you change anything? It's incredible. Sheffield United making another change. What's his face is off, Billy? Hamer, whatever his name is.
Oh, no, they've got an anus coming on now.
So they've got an anal...
They're under the bottom of the league.
So they've got an anal and an anus playing now. So there you go.
And they're under the shit.
You've got two arses for the price of one. Here's Callum Wilson to Bruno, who's been superb. Oh, look at that. Just couldn't play Wilson in. Good interception, to be honest, but Christ almighty. Look at the work rate, though, Billy. We're just not giving them a second on the ball.
This is fantastic.
It's outstanding to watch.
I tend to agree with the chat, though. That I think we could be taking Trippier and Burn off and people like that and giving them a rest, not just a rest, but giving the other lads a go. Here goes Gordon again.
Here goes Gordon again. He's going to go to the byline. Yep. Clips it across. Cleared away. Wilson tries to get in there. It's still loose. And Sheffield United just think, Christ almighty, what is this happening to us? Newcastle just winning the ball back again now with Botman. Plays it into Bruno. Bruno now plays it out to Sean Longstaff. I don't think Sean needed to touch that, but then he did a nice little nutmeg accidentally on purpose. It's now with Fabian Schär. Just looked like he was going to the keeper, then he just decided to turn away and move up the field. Trippier now back to Nick Pope. Yeah, I would say around 70 minutes, Billy, would probably be a good time to do it. 20 minutes, give them a good run out.
I'll do it now.
Help them sort of warm up. If they're going to play against City, then give them some Premier League minutes. It makes sense.
It does, yeah, it does.
And some people need a rest.
Well, this Sheffield United team ain't happy unless we're going to have one stretched off, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, here's Elliot Anderson again, who has combined brilliantly today with Anthony Gordon. And again, Anderson now going. Gordon creating the dummy run. Anderson back to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff inside to Bruno. Bruno then back to Botman. Newcastle just simply controlling this game of football today. And, Sheffield United fans have just got to admit that they have been blown away by a wonderful performance. Here's Bruno again. And Miggy's making a dart through. It's 6-0. What a goal. This is unbelievable. And he just beats the goalkeeper like a rented mule. And it's 6-0 to Newcastle. We are aware and dancing. Billy, a superb ball in by Bruno, and Miggy with an absolute delightful finish. 6-0 Newcastle.
Did he finish that with his right foot, or was it my imagination?
No, it was his left. It was his left. Let's not get too carried away, Billy.
But Bruno, honest to God, I think we should double that. Oh, he's his left foot, yeah. We should double that release clause because he's been absolutely super sensational today.
What a pass through that is. Look at that. Miggy did brilliantly there, by the way, to let the ball run under his legs like that.
He did. It's a fantastic goal.
So jumps over it and then has the composure to finish that in the corner. That is brilliant. Anoy, thank you for another £5. 6, 7, 8 double figures. I'm away to the food bank. Thank you, mate. Your support is absolutely incredible. Absolutely. We are making a change. Isak and Tonali and Livramento are coming on. So we're still not going to see Lewis Hall, but we are seeing Livramento. And Miggy is the man that's coming off, and Kieran Trippier coming off. And I would think he'll take Bruno off. I would have thought.
You'd think he might be.
I mean, Gordon will go to the right, won't he? Isak will go to the left, unless he's taken Wilson off. I don't know. I haven't seen. I know 2 of them have come off. It is Wilson, so Isak's going up front.
Yeah, Bruno staying on.
Yeah, so Bruno stays on. Tonali's on. Isak now up front for Newcastle United, and Livramento at right back. So, yes, we'll get to see. I mean, come on. We're 6-0 up. You know, even if Sheffield United were to get a couple of goals back. But listen, Livramento is a quality player anyway.
Yes, he is. And he's got paces to burn as well, so we might see a different kind of attack.
Absolutely. And listen, I mean, Isak must be fancying a goal here. He must be. Certainly with Anthony Gordon now bombing down the right hand. Actually, Gordon has gone to the right.
Yeah, Gordon to the right, Anderson to the left.
Yeah.
And it looks like Tonali's playing behind Bruno, but no, he's just left his man now, totally left him.
They've got it in here, Sheffield United, but they've blazed it over the bar. That's probably the first effort on goal for around, I'd say about 65 minutes, Billy. Because
Tonali was poor here. Tonali was poor here. Again.
I'm happy to let him get up to the pace, Billy. Don't worry.
He needs to sit in a position for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe as a 6 or as an 8. But they're losing the kind of communication between each other. When we had Anderson, Longstaff, Bruno there, they were fluctuating fantastically. As soon as Tonali come on, it didn't work. So I think it's communication more than anything. Yeah.
Here's Isak on the ball. Brilliantly settles it down, plays it out to the left to Dan Burn. George T, thank you for another £5. He says, do you think we can hold on until the final whistle? I reckon so, mate. I reckon so. Here is Anderson again, who's been bloody marvellous today. He's took a battering as well, to be fair. Him and Anthony Gordon have taken an absolute battering.
Yeah.
But they've just got up and got on with the game, which is incredible. Guys, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lots of stuff, Newcastle United content, but we cover a lot of football as well. We'll be covering a lot of Champions League watch-alongs and stuff like that. Statos is kind of busy, but I thought I'd just drop in to say, I told you so. Trust the stats.
You said 3-0. It's 6-0.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Stato, that you would actually believe that today would have happened, to be honest. The performance, it's not just the fact that we've scored 6 goals, Billy. The performance has been incredible.
Some of the football's been scintillating.
Yeah. Here's Anthony Gordon again. As soon as he loses it, he just does not give up, does he? Tonali wins it back and lays it off to Bruno. Bruno now in turn goes to Dan Burn, who's having another stretch of the legs down the left-hand side. I really would like to see Lewis Hall on for a little bit, to be fair. Dan Burn deserves a rest. Oh, look at the football, man. Here's Isak. How wide Livramento's cross is blocked. And Sheffield United come away with the ball. Some of the one-touch football.
Well played, Tonali. That's going to have to play, referee. Come on, that's going to have to play.
Much better by Tonali. Gordon as well, sticking his foot out and winning the ball back. He has been just immense today, Anthony Gordon. And he's proven all these doubters who doubted him last season, Billy, completely wrong. He has been sensational. And that isn't, overdoing it. He's been sensational. He changed the game.
He did, yeah. That pace he's got that Harvey Barnes hasn't got, it's given us an added impetus to really go at them. They're scared of him, aren't they?
And by the way, guys, there is still 18 minutes of this football match plus injury time, which is astounding. Oh, that's a bad pass, and Isak's on his way. Isak now, he's got a good chance to run at the defence. It's still Isak. He's got about 3 men around him. It comes loose. Oh, it's a Bruno, and it's 7!
Lots of spoilers in the chat. You've got to stop that. Loads of spoilers in the chat.
Yeah, there is spoilers, but it's 7-0, Billy. I never thought, Billy, that we would play that music 7 times today, but that is simply incredible.
Nice of Bruno to give me a little tribute after he'd scored as well. Did you see what he did with the ball?
Yeah, I think, Billy, that's to his partner who's pregnant again. But lovely calm. And he deserves that goal, Bruno. Look at the calmness of that finish, though. Roofs it.
And I say the number 11's gone in It's a potential red card tackle from the number 11 there as well.
It's they're absolutely disgusting. They really are. They really are disgusting.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
relegated.
we're going to have to put a 2-minute delay on the chat next watch along, Billy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know why people want to spoil it for others, but, you know, we'll put a long enough chat on to delay it so that whatever delay we're on, they can't get it. The comments won't come in. Anna, another £5. Thank you very much. Wow, can anyone lend me the bus fare to the food bank? I've spent it somehow. I mean, this is just. I didn't see this coming, Billy. I must admit, I didn't see this coming. What a performance!
Not to this extent, and do you know what? It could have been a lot worse for Sheffield United. It
could have. Yeah.
It could have been 10 if the referee had refereed.
Oh, there's another one on Anderson. Look at that man. There's no need for it.
You're 7 down, mate. Yellow card.
Yellow card.
It should be let's have a look at this.
I actually don't know how many yellows Sheffield United have got. George T, thanks for another £5. He's lost for words.
Let's have a look.
I mean,
he's made no attempt to play the ball.
Into his neck.
He's made no attempt to play the ball there. No attempt whatsoever.
Honestly, savages.
But I'll say we've scored 7. We should have had 2 penalties. Yeah. Callum Wilson missed a couple. Fodden's made 2 or 3 great saves. There's 2 of them that should have been sent off.
She's reading a novel.
50 Shades of Shit.
Oh my God. Spoons, thank you very much, Mr. Ian Toon, Bruno Doubters, absolute muppets. How are the lads?
Absolutely.
Well, he's back to his best. Look, it's took him a few games to get going, to be fair, but he's definitely back to his best. It's been phenomenal. I can't believe I've just seen a Sheffield United fan reading a novel with 15 minutes to go in a football game. I mean, wow.
How to Celebrate a Goal, I think it was called, that book.
Oh, dear me. Just unbelievable stuff. It really is. I wonder if I can change the chat now, actually. I'm going to have a look. Oh,
dear. Poor, well-won back. Brilliant.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
And let's not forget other teams in this league, potentially big teams in this league have struggled to beat these at home. So to go to their place and win 7-0 is a massive statement. Massive statement. Back to our best.
All right. Well, the chat's now on 2 minutes, Billy. So hopefully that might change things a little bit. So if you make a comment and it doesn't show up for a couple of minutes, that's why. Anyway, Sheffield United go to cross the ball and it's completely mishit and out of play for a goal kick to Newcastle United. Those of you that have just joined us, we've got 2,144 viewing. Thank you so much. Just to let you know, we made an announcement at halftime. The Toon Review has made the finals of the Football Content Awards for 2023. We are off to Anfield on the 16th of November. The voting will start tomorrow around midday, so we'll put all the links where we need to. We are in the best podcast Premier League. That is the category that we're in, as Livramento now comes bursting forward on the right-hand side, plays a lovely ball into Anthony Gordon. Gordon just holds it up. His energy is incredible. It's simply incredible. Fantastic. He is Tonali now for Newcastle. Just turns back, no hurry at all, just goes back to Fabian Schär. Schär, literally at walking pace, will turn and go across to Sven Botman. Now I thought he was going to give it to Burn there. He's just deciding where he's going to go, gives it inside to Bruno.
There's going to be a few 10s today, isn't there? For this performance, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, apparently slow-mo just means people can't comment, can't make another comment for 2 minutes, Billy. So it's regardless. Doesn't matter.
Oh, right. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Just kick them out whenever they do it.
Just don't put spoilers, guys. It's ridiculous. There's no need for it. Just interact with everybody and then comment on it when we've actually commentated on it. It's not difficult. Just don't put anything in the chat that happens before we commentate on it. It's certainly not hard.
I think we've settled for this 7 because I think we've.
It's possible, Billy. Yeah. Dr. House, thank you very much for another £2 super chat.
Oh, referee!
God almighty!
How on earth are they? I'll tell you what, this referee again, he's playing advantage here, but if he doesn't go back and send that bloke off for that,
Dr. House, thank you for your £2 super chat. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Longstaff, Tonali. Oh, we fancied that one, but Anderson is in the mood. Anderson, he's got Livramento to his right. Livramento clips the ball in and wins a corner. Paul Charlton, thank you for your $4.99. Simply says Toonami. Absolutely.
I forgot that free kick. Has he forgot about the foul? He seems to have.
He seems to have, yeah. In fact,
Disgusting
he's just warned him. I mean, it's not about a warning referee. It's about trying to injure somebody. And this is getting sickening.
Here comes
Lewis Hall's coming on. We're going to see Lewis Hall, which is obviously going to be for Dan Burn, who deserves his rest. He's been brilliant today, by the way. And those who say, you're always picking on him. Well, no, I'll praise him when praise is due. And it's certainly due today. Anderson got a header in, tipped over the bar by Fotheringham. I'm not sure where that was actually going in, Billy, but the keeper wasn't going to know that and tips it over the bar.
He's had a good game following them.
I mean, he's conceded 7 and had a good game. That's how dominant we've been. Might have been hitting the bar, that. But anyway, we've got another corner. And obviously, Eddie's leaving Dan Burn on for his aerial prowess from the corner. In it comes again. This time comes out to Livramento. Beautiful ball to Bruno again. Sorry, Tonali. Ball into the box. Burn, it's bouncing around. It comes to Fabian Schär. He's going for a wonder curler and messes it open over the bar. Well, you're not going to blame him for hitting that, are you? Really?
Absolutely not.
Just
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
7-0 up. He probably would have clipped that back in had we been it had been a close game.
We're going to see 10 minutes of Lewis Hall now.
It's actually Longstaff who's coming off. Oh, no, Longstaff's getting instructions.
Oh, right.
I think it's Bruno coming off, Billy. I think it's 39.
And maybe Lewis Hall's going to sit in the
It is Bruno coming off. Well played, buddy. Absolutely superb game today. Absolutely superb. Look how young Lewis Hall looks like. He's got a proper baby face, hasn't he? But he's on the pitch for his Newcastle United debut. He's going to get 10 minutes plus injury time. And he'll probably play the game against Man City, I would assume. But well played, Bruno. Brilliant performance.
Outstanding.
I'm not sure what formation we've gone for the last 10 minutes of the game. It looks like we've gone 5-3-2, Billy.
Yeah,
or 5-4-1 or whatever it is.
Hall's gone to left back, hasn't he? Left wing back.
Yeah. Livramento's right wing back and 3 centre backs.
Yeah.
Interesting. He obviously wants another clean sheet, Billy. But Sheffield United coming forward here. This is dangerous. There's a man over. Great tackle, Livramento. Gordon then clips it up to Isak, who is in a mound of space. And we could be on a big break. Look at that, man. Referee from behind again. Shocking tackles. It's the same guy who tackled Bruno not long ago, Billy.
Yeah, and once again, he's being warned for it. Shocking.
It's an awful tackle. He's nowhere near the ball. Go and get your ponytail shaved off, you absolute muppet.
Scouse Malcolm Davis, isn't it?
Of course it is. Horrible. I just don't like seeing that, Billy. Newcastle have had 20 shots at goal today. 14 of them have been on target.
Phenomenal performance.
41 touches in the opposition box to Sheffield United's 9. We have just been dominant. Absolutely dominant. Guys, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. And the notification bell, which will let you know when we upload or go live. And, of course, please do give us the thumbs up. We're just hearing that Pele has passed away, Billy.
We died last year, didn't he?
Yes.
Unless he's rose from the dead. I mean, he was a good player, but he wasn't that good.
Well, yes. Somebody put Pele, R.I.P. Pele.
Unless it's Abidi Pele.
Yeah. I'm not sure why John Wilson is saying, calm down, Paul. We're romping this. Of course we're romping it. I don't need calming down. Where's Bob gone, who we chucked off the channel? Where's Bob? I mean, Sheffield United are probably having the most possession they've had in the game now because of, the substitutes and the change of formation. But look at Anderson winning that back.
Paul from Hall.
The ball taken off Lewis Hall. And Sheffield United trying to get one back. A consolation it would be. Here they come. Livramento there again, though, to make the tackle. Now Davies, the horrible Scouse Mackham tramp.
Shithouse, yeah.
Yes.
I want us to keep a clean sheet. The defensive deserve one. These haven't deserved to score against us. They don't deserve to have the same pitch, just to be honest.
Here's Davies again, being forced very wide by Livramento and smacks a left foot shot way over the bar. Goal kick to Newcastle United. Yes, RIP to Bobby Moore as well.
Elvis Presley, RIP.
Paul will literally read anything, says Clarky. Clarky, I was being sarcastic. I seen the RIP Pele, and I just said it just to be sarcastic, man. Come on.
Queen Victoria, RIP.
Yes, apparently Elvis has died as well, Billy.
Yeah.
Randy says a good one. RIP Sheffield United.
Absolutely. They've been bladed today, haven't they, properly?
Sean
Bean won't be an happy man.
He won't. Sharp. He won't be happy. He won't be very sharp bastard. Today, will he?
Bloody bastard.
Anyway, Newcastle just knocking it around at the back now. I think the game has sort of just disintegrated now into just a shit show for Sheffield United. Isak, you can see what he's trying to do there, Billy, taking on his left foot and try and curl it round so you could set Gordon away, but just took too much of a heavy touch. I mean, Sheffield United are doing all they can to try and get a goal back here, but I mean, we're just being so resolute. That's a good ball, but Dan Burn, brilliant interception. I mean, he's on for the highest mark I've ever given him, Billy, today.
Yes, definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
A lot of pink seats now at Bramall Lane, so send them off to the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, it looks very much like the Stadium of Light, doesn't it? You know, red and white stripes and pink seats and shit on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. As Davies plays a long ball to the right-hand side, Nick Pope thought about coming and does, and then just kicks it into touch. That's all you need to do in them circumstances when there's nothing on. Just punt it into touch. I know sometimes with the multi-ball system, you've got to make sure you're back in your goal quickly, but...
I think the Bobos are pissed off.
Yeah, absolutely. Good tackle by Lewis Hall to win that ball back.
Well played, lad.
Yep, superb from Lewis Hall. Absolutely superb.
They're like a tackle in Sheffield United players, aren't they? Christ almighty.
Yeah. My stream's died, Billy.
Well, Livramento has it on the right flank, just plays it inside for Longstaff into Tonali. Nice triangle. Livermento's got space to run into if he wants to. And he plays it for Isak, who takes it on his shin, knocks it forward. Could get in here. Isak could be in. Isak's one-on-one with the keeper. Takes it round one. That's 8-0.
Yes, baby!
And a calmer finish you will never wish to see. He absolutely took the piss out of the goalkeeper. You got it back yet?
Oh, here we go, baby. 8-0. Let's have a dance, shall we? Simply incredible, Billy.
And he aided and abetted by Tom Davies, which is even funnier, but that's hilarious. Play from Isak. Christ almighty.
I've now dropped a few seconds behind you, Billy Bob.
Have you?
Unfortunately, yeah. I'm just seeing the replay of the goal again. I mean, how calm was Isak there, by the way?
That defender's gone out, bought a steak and kidney pie at Bovril.
Yeah. We must say thank you for Tom Davies for the assist there as well, Billy.
The shooter call's got his head in his hands. Tom Davies, he should stick to being homeless, shouldn't he? He looks homeless.
I mean, Stuart McCall's got his head in his hands. I know. Thank you for another £5 super chat. He says, I'm proper skint now. This is amazing. 8th goal, and not forget, Billy, 8th different goal scorer.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. I think the 4 that haven't scored, 5 that haven't scored should be fined.
You're a harsh man. You're a harsh man, Billy Trey.
We could have had double figures and more. More.
I mean, that was just an awful header from Tom Davies. That was as rotten as it comes, Billy.
You go again.
See, now I'm behind you, Billy. I don't like it.
I'll pause it.
I'm on 88 and 10 seconds.
I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you then. So when you get to 88, 21.
Okay. Now. So anyway, here is Dan Burn on the ball, and it is Lewis Hall now. He's got 3 around him. Anthony Gordon winning it back. But Sheffield United scrapping as well. But then Tom Davies kicks it straight out of play. He's had a wonderful last 5 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, he probably wished he'd been sent off by now.
Oh, look at her. Poor Sheffield United face.
Oh, dear me. She'll be in the
What
mines
did
tomorrow.
Yes. Gordon to Tonali just lays it up to Dan Burn. George T, thank you very much for your another £5. He says, I can't wait for this game to be over. Not. I know. It's cost some money.
I've got a good RIP. RIP to anyone that's got Sheffield United defenders in the fantasy team.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, you're not getting many points if you've got anybody from Sheffield. Surely nobody's got Sheffield United defenders in their team.
You wouldn't have thought so.
I'd be astounded. Eric says, Paul, are there any Sheffield United fans left in the stadium? There is. I mean, you've got to give them credit, haven't you? I mean, they've stayed right till the death. They are seeing an absolute massacre at Bramall Lane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's just wonderful to watch. I mean, you know, it's not the goals either, Billy. It's the standard of football as well.
Yeah, it's with the panache and style about it today, hasn't it? And
Absolutely.
I think was a cat. Oh, dear me. Again.
There's another late tackle. Yep.
Referee just lets it go. Go on, Tonali. Oh, you should have made that, lad.
I think he was worried that he might get a book in there, Billy, if he went in for a tackle.
I doubt it, the way the referee's been carrying on.
Well, yeah, but it's Newcastle, isn't it?
This is true. Probably got a red card.
I mean, some of the decisions that haven't gone our way. 6 minutes of injury time, by the way, guys. 6 minutes of injury time. As that's lofted in towards Dan Burn, but he's never going to... He's up like a swan again, Billy. Like a swan.
He's been
and then he plays a lovely ball down the left for Gordon, but I think Gordon's absolutely pagged, if I'm honest. But that's just belted out of play in complete frustration for Sheffield United. You know, he says, right, I'm just going to punt this ball as far as I possibly can. Anyway, the ball's with Sven Botman, who, by the way, has got his first Newcastle United goal today with a lovely header into the bottom corner. I think that was more well placed than any pace on the header with Botman, Billy. It was
lovely little flick header, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's good to see he's that guy on the score sheet again. Hopefully that'll give him a bit of confidence to get back to his previous levels, because fantastic finish. You would never guess he hadn't scored for 12 games or however long it's been, 5 games, 6 games. The way he finished that was a phenomenal bit of calmness and skill. Yeah.
That's what he's all about, though, isn't it? When he's up for it like that. And now he's played a lovely ball into Gordon. Took a bit of a heavy touch from Gordon and then cleared left-footed by Fotheringham to Traore, who's had literally zero impact in the second half for Sheffield United. But they'll have to just forget this, Billy, move on to the next one. You know, probably they've met Newcastle United at such the wrong time, I guess, because we've been saying for a while that, you know, we're due to give someone an absolute humping.
Yeah. You know, they might have chose to play us after a European game and in the heavy congestion of fixtures we've got.
Yeah.
But as per usual, you know, we always come up trumps, don't we? And Eddie put the side today. I think he's been aided and abetted by Harvey Barnes' injury. It just sounds really horrible, but he certainly has been.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it did change when he came off. Gordon came on, who very, very direct, isn't he? And, you know, he went for the throat straight away, set the first goal up, and he's been absolutely superb. He really has. And the Newcastle fans are just absolutely loving it there. B. Taylor, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, thanks, lads. Love your commentary. Thank you very much, matey. Much appreciated. We've got nearly 2,400 watching at the minute, so thank you very, very much. Please do hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed the commentary today. And of course, if you're new to the channel, come and be part of this special community we have on the Toon Review. Hit that subscribe button, free to do so. And also the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos. Thank you in advance for that. And here is Anthony Gordon now. Clips a ball out to the right-hand side to Livramento. Livramento cuts in on his right-hand side. Gives it to Gordon. Gordon clips it into Isak. Isak now. There's a lot of clipping going on, Billy. Rolls it out again to the right-hand side now with Longstaff, who is taken out in a very, very strong manner. But Tonali's tenacious to win the ball back there.
Do you know what the biggest misjustice and travesty today is? That Elliot Anderson hasn't got the score sheet, because he's been absolutely phenomenal. Best game by a mile for Newcastle United today. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. But, you know, I don't think Eddie will mind that. He's been outstanding today. He really has. He has, yeah. He would have topped off with a goal, but sometimes, you know, when we score 8 goals,
and we've got 8 different scorers, you kind of look at the assists and how other people have played, and we've just been outstanding. I mean, look at that interception from Botman there. And now it's hit out to the left again to, Anthony Gordon is now on his way again, skips inside one. He's taken out, free kick Newcastle United, and another yellow card, says the referee.
And he's threw the ball away, which the referee totally ignored.
I know. But then again, he's ignored a lot today, to be fair. Brilliant from Gordon. Drew him in and a foul. And John Egan's made a couple of them today. I think he's lucky just to be on a yellow card.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Elliot Anderson now rolls it to Tonali. Tonali goes right across the field towards Fabian Schär. And Isak had come across, and Schär's saying to Isak, well, what the hell are you doing? Stay in your position. I nodded the ball down to you. And then don't you dare give Fabian Schär a yellow card for that, you plum. And a good point for Anthony Gordon is he hasn't been booked today so far with a minute left.
I mean, look at those stats.
Goals.
Stats.
Yeah, touches in opposition box 11. He's first for that. Chances created. He's third for that. He's just outstanding today. But they've all been outstanding. I mean, Miggy's probably been the one that hasn't really shown the most, but then he scored a wonderful goal. So I think they've all been quality, Billy. I'm not taking anything away from anybody today. They've just been superb.
Don't concede now.
Tom Davies goes for a shot again. It's blocked. We're in the last minute of injury time now, and the offside flag is up. Free kick to Newcastle. I mean, it's just been glorious to watch this. It's just been glorious, and the referee pulls us. How man? Stop being so bloody finicky. It's 8-0, man. He's pulling
Level 7 Dave's in the chat.
Taking in the right place. You what, mate?
Level 7 Dave's in the chat.
He is indeed. Good afternoon to Level 7 Dave. I hope you've seen the goals, mate. Tonali on the ball now. Rolls it out to Dan Bird. As time ticks away, Newcastle quite happy just to let the time tick away now. It looks like it's going to be another clean sheet. And, it's done our goal difference. No harm at all. Great play from Tonali there, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Sean Longstaff gets in the way. His pass and then manages to get the ball that he sack on his arse. That was superb. There it is. The final whistle blows. What a performance from Newcastle United. It's Sheffield United 0. Newcastle United 8. I repeat, 8. Simply bloody sensational, Billy.
It's that scoreline that when the teleprint used to come on, I used to spell it out in case you didn't believe it. ELIGHT. Absolutely phenomenal performance from 10 minutes till the 90 minutes. Some of the football we've played today has been scintillating. It really has. All been orchestrated by the midfield of Bruno, Sean Longstaff, and Elliot Anderson. They were superb today. Absolutely superb. Yeah,
and I hope, the media and pundits actually give us some credit this time instead of saying, Sheffield United was so poor. No, we made them poor today by the way we pressed, the way we attacked, the goals we scored. We are back, Billy.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. There's no words to kind of describe it. It's just one of the greatest performances I think I've seen for Newcastle United side away from home. We were superb today, every one of them. Even the ones that were disappointed were still really, really good. But there's Dan Burn with the captain's armband on. He must be a proud man. He's had a fantastic game today.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Absolutely awesome. Graham Jones recognising that, having a good chat with Dan Burn there. Tonali Smiley, thank you for your £8 super chat. Great commentary as always, guys. Amazing result. Indeed, it is sensational. Just seeing the big smiles on the players' faces there. And why not? I mean, I've seen a few people in the chat saying, Heckingbottom's probably going to lose his job now. I hope not, because I think, he got them promoted, and I think he deserves a bigger opportunity than bloody 6 or 7 games in the Premier League. It's a very different animal in the Premier League. George T, thanks for another £6.10. He says, sod it, you may as well have my spare change. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. But, I mean, there's nothing the manager could have done about that today, Billy. I mean, an opposition manager, when you're up against that, I mean, you just got no option but to just take it on the chin.
I'm not sure if he maybe should have gone to it, because they didn't really play with a low block, did they? Maybe after 2 or 3, they could have kind of restricted the damage a little bit, but they didn't. They kept playing as the same way open, and we cut through them like a knife through hot butter. Brilliant, just brilliant. I feel sorry for Paul Heckingbottom. I have sympathy with some of the things he said after the Spurs game. But the way he said it, he seemed out to play today, I've got no sympathy for him because they were nothing but animals.
And there is actually quite a few Sheffield United fans behind that goal applauding Newcastle as well, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Proper football fans celebrating, apart from that bellend that chucked the water bottle at Elliot Anderson. But I mean, look, this is going to do so much for our confidence moving forward, Billy, isn't it? It's just going to be incredible because, you know, Anthony Gordon will be on a high now. You know, the two strikers getting goals today as well. Miggy on the score sheet again. You know, Botman getting his first goal for the club. Everything, you know, and we were saying in the first 10 minutes, Billy, that, you know, the ball wasn't going our way. These 50-50 balls ended up at Sheffield United. But once we started to settle into the game, and yes, the substitution made a lot. Yeah. But once we got into the game and got our passing going, we were simply unbeatable. I mean, we could have beaten anyone today playing football like that.
I think we could, yeah. I think we could. I think, you know, the threat that Anthony Gordon's got with his pace and his ability on the ball. Wilson was fantastic through the middle. Yeah. The defence behind him, even Dan Burn overlapping, which we've asked him to do against the Championship side, because let's make no bones about it. That is a Championship side we played today. But against the Championship side, he looks okay on the overlap. Trippier was superb. His set pieces were phenomenal. You know, it was just an all-round superb performance. And we've all kind of said, really, someone's going to be on an end of a good hiding sooner or later. That was one today.
I mean, they're still standing in front of the fans just applauding them. And the smiles on the Newcastle faces. It's all about a confidence thing, Billy. And like we say, it will be sky high now. You know, and they've got to keep going with this now. This is the football we became accustomed to last season. The passing, the movement, the pressing. That's exactly, you know, it took us 10 minutes to start doing it in this game. But once we started, the lads, it seemed to just be a click of the finger and say, hang on a minute. You know, this is what we were doing last season. This is how to play football. And we can destroy teams when we play like this.
We do. Yeah, and any team. It's not just, I mean, obviously, we're levels above Sheffield United. But I think if we play like that against any team, we're going to cause them problems. If PSG have got scouts there, spies there today watching that, they'll be shitting themselves coming to James Park next week. Yeah, they really will.
They will have looked at that result today. And let's be honest, you know, there is going to be the idiots that go, oh, it's only Sheffield United. But Sheffield United gave Man City a hell of a run for money at Bramall Lane. They gave Tottenham a run for the money at Tottenham Stadium. Yeah. Yet we've come to Bramall Lane and put 8 past them. You know, so I'm sorry. It's not a case of saying, oh, good, you know, it's Sheffield United. We put on a hell of a performance there, Billy.
Yeah, Sheffield United, you know, they haven't conceded that many, have they, for the promoted side? 2-1s, 1-0s. Mm-hmm. But today they've been on the end of a bazooka. You know, serious to God, some of the attacking play we used today, saw today, was levels above anything we've seen from Newcastle United for quite a while, to be fair. Yeah. You know, every one of them was superb in attacking sense. Every one of them. Absolutely. Samsonite Dove, thank you very much for your £6.10 again. He says, I'm lost for the words. I think you're not the only one, Sunshine. Spike Milligan, thank you for a £25 super chat. Thank God I didn't decide on £10 a goal. Great work, guys. Thank you very much, Spike. Much appreciated. And Spike is a big part of this channel because Spike has provided a lot of stuff for the giveaways lately. So an absolute massive big shout out to Spike. And hopefully he's got some more because they are very, very, the beautiful stuff. So thank you for that, Spike. What the hell? I'm not sure what currency that is. Is it Indian rupees? I don't know. Indonesian something with that? I don't know.
Revenger32 with 159,000 IDR. If anyone has any clue what IDR is, please let us know. 8-2, up the league we go. Whistle. 8-2, Snow White the 7. Oh, right. Okay. 8-2.
What currency is IDR?
IDR. Yes, please. Somebody inform me.
It's Indonesian rupiah.
The official currency of Indonesia.
All right. Thank you very, very much for that. Very, very kind of you. Much appreciated. Well, I mean, the review is going to be interesting tomorrow, Billy, because the player rating should be extremely interesting or very, very easy, I should say, because that was just a performance to be proud of. You know, those, I mean, look, a lot of people came away from Milan saying it was a great performance. A lot of people said, oh, we didn't get going. Well, we got going today, and I just hope now that this gives the lads just that incentive just to keep playing football like this, because it was absolutely breathtaking. And listen, absolutely proud of the lads again today. The work rate, the thing is, Billy, it was the work rate as well, because we didn't just stop playing, did we? We didn't settle for 3-4. We just continued to play incredible football.
Yeah, they realised that goal difference could be an important thing, and it wasn't just a case of bullying them into it. We finessed them into it. It was some of the stuff we played. The Isak finish was just superb. Bruno all the way through. Some of the little touches he was doing was outrageous.
Yeah,
and we've not seen that for a while. That was like the entertainers. It was.
Fez is that excited. He's already done the thumbnail now for the review show tomorrow. So thank you very much, Fez. Much appreciated. But that is the watch along done and dusted, guys. Listen, what a watch along it's been. To announce that we've made the finals of the Football Content Awards 2023 as well. More details will come out probably tomorrow afternoon regarding that, about how to vote and where to vote and things like that. But voting will go on till early October, mid-October, I think it is. So plenty time to get loads of votes in, and hopefully, we can finish in the top 3. That would be an incredible achievement for us. But it's all down to you guys out there. You guys are you keep coming back, you keep supporting us. And, as long as you do that, we'll keep bringing you the content. And we love doing this because we get to interact with you. We get to commentate on the club we love. And it's just, it's great doing it. And it's hard work at times, but that hard work pays off. When things like this happen. So thank you very much again. Thank you to all the super chatters and new members. Mod Squad, you've been incredible again today. Thank you so much to you guys. And of course, thank you to Billy for your company today. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave the stream. So important that we keep those coming in, guys. It keeps the channel up there in the search results on YouTube. So thank you for doing that before you leave. But again, you guys, thank you for watching. I really do mean that. It's been a fabulous day. We are back again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. with the review. There may be a daily news show tomorrow if there's anything to bring you. So keep an eye open for that as well. But the next live will be tomorrow night, celebrating what is an incredible, incredible result. And, just before we go, somebody else wants to celebrate. No, actually, I can't because we get copyrighted now for that music, Billy. I can't.
For Daisy,
yeah.
Really, get copyrighted for Patrick?
Yeah. We're gonna have to think of some other music for Daisy as well. So unfortunately, we can't put her on to celebrate tonight. But thank you for watching, guys. We will see you at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for the review. I'm sure you're gonna have a wonderful Sunday evening. Kasoma, and so is Billy, and Alex in Poland is just gonna be. He's probably dancing around the streets of Poland completely naked and just loving it. But until tomorrow night, guys, thank you for watching. Good night from me and Billy.
How ate the lads and lasses?
How ate the lads? Get on!
Come back and check on Supreme.